question. What if I don't want that friendship?
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, God damn it.
You get paid by Grumpy, Lock, and Mike in Ohio, so he has to stay there.
I would be concerned what a meeting between Grumpy and Tren would be like.
I don't know. I don't really know that guy. I don't really like him though.
If you don't know him, how do you know if you like him?
I've been in VC with him before.
Have you?
Yeah. Yep.
Did Tren do Tren things?
He's kind of a guy.
Mike always does Mike things.
Yeah, that's fair. Hi,
I think one time he said I sounded like his dad because I said something that reminded me of his dad.
Dude, I got that comment all the time. You just get it. Anybody who's responsible and has a slightly lower voice than he does sounds like his father. Also, hi, stream. Listen, Trent knows I have animosity towards his father anyway, so I'm not worried.
Hello, potentially one viewer. How are you?
Well, we do have an average viewer duration of 1 minute and 3 seconds, which means that the person jumped in 3 seconds after the start of the stream.
Is it Caleb?
I don't know. There's one other person that I recently matched with, and they said they wanted to check out the channel because they're into D&D. So I said, yeah, you're welcome to come hang out. I mean, ain't gonna be much of a difference in the crowd. At least we don't have the bots in here, so.
Welcome to the adventures of a blind man and his seeing eye mantis.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So to give a little back context, because I'm not gonna make you guys act out go through the whole thing today. After just a pre-thing before the show starts. After you lot manage to get this job, which I'll go through everything at the very beginning. Here's the map for today's dungeon, because you will be given this as part of your quest.
All right, Chaston, it's time to speedrun
Oh,
this.
I gave you the wrong portion of the wrong map. That is the right map, but it doesn't have the thing you need, which is the starting point of the.
That would be nice, yes.
Yeah, I figured you might want that. Give me a minute.
The guy gave us
No.
where's the entrance? I don't know. Figure it out.
Can we pick where we want to start?
No.
Okay.
Oh, there it
Okay.
is.
No, I have a specific encounter, so that'll give you something while we're kind of chilling, chatting. So I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Snap. Wanna fully say, love the fucking game. It is gorgeous. It is just entertaining. Both sober or stoned, it is just interesting to play.
This looks nice.
Yeah, I started looking up some of the guides on like how to get like the 4-star platinum shots and such, so that way you kind of look up stuff. Because I didn't want to find out about any of the secrets, since the game's pretty easy on secrets. It pretty much just hands them to you after you get to a certain point. Which is fine. I mean, it's a Nintendo game, and it's a Pokemon game, which is even more for young children. But, oh, man. And the camera controls really remind me of the N64 controls. Gotta say, it ain't great.
No, it's amazing.
It is so fucking slow and reactionary. I could not. Oh, man. Last night, I was getting frustrated. I got some great shots, and I've been having a fan-fucking-tastic time with it. Because it's one of those fun games that's actually interesting to grind out. So, have not picked up Pokemon Pearl yet. What's up?
Are you secretly a photographer?
So actually, funny enough, I used to do photography in high school, and I've won a couple of awards.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my pieces was a hungry cat that I had taken a picture of, and it was the picture of my cat Tigger, which if you've been around the chat, you've heard plenty of stories about him when he was alive. This is the same cat who kicked my ass at Tekken. I got a picture of like the shadow just hitting him just right as he was sitting under my desk looking up at the pizza on my plate. It looks like a really cutesy shot of him like looking up to me, but what they don't see is the fact that there's a piece of pizza in the corner of the non-portion of the image that he's actually staring at. Because the only way I can get him to focus for 5 minutes... That fucking cat knew, man. He was well known for stealing hamburgers. Worst thing is pizza was his second favorite, not because he liked the meat or cheese. He actually avoided that. He only ate the crust. Fucking weird cat, bro.
That's an anti-me. I hate the crust.
I don't mind it either way. It doesn't bother me as long as the crust is decent.
My dog was the same way. He would just enjoy it. Because he would treat the crust like a bone because it would stay stiff when he had his mouth, so he would just run out of it.
Yep. Yeah, that was Tigger's thing. He'd run off, hide. It did depend on the crust though, because like Domino's thin crust, he didn't care for. He liked the thicker stuff. Which I mean, personally, I'm of the opposite opinion. My crust has to be thin. I don't mind it, but I like it thin because I don't need all the extra carbs. I will eat thin crust. Yeah, that's fair. But
sometimes.
No, yeah, I love photography, and Pokemon Snap has really been just one of those fun games, kind of nice to chill with. Also, 100% Grumpy. If you haven't watched it and you want to laugh at the stupidest anime, since I know me and you seem to have the same taste when I'm baked, watch Spy X Family in English dub. Other than the little girl, it is one of the funniest and stupidest dubs I've ever heard. It's amazing. Like, they did it so well. The Eloquent Headmaster is definitely a highlight of the entire series. I highly recommend.
Don't watch it dub, watch it sub, and I never say this, because I don't care. But the most people prefer the sub because the noises the little girl makes are just like they did it better, like the Waka Waka noise and stuff she does.
Oh yeah, she's a full fucking meme with the sub. Like they did a much better job with her voice actor. Her English voice actor is fucking ear piercing. I absolutely cannot stand her voice actor.
The songs they used online about Spy Family all used the little noises she makes in the song.
But I still say the dub is worth it just for the fact of the supporting characters. I think the headmasters and such are just amazingly done, and there's a lot of animosity you don't pick up in the Japanese sub, in my opinion, or dub. I personally prefer the English dub for it. Although, yeah, no, Chasten's not wrong. That little girl is so much better when when the Japanese voice actor is voicing her lines.
The noises she made were made to be for Japanese.
God, it was so bad. What's the other one? Immortal King. Also, really good stoned. It's still stupid. However, it only has the first season, unfortunately, dubbed. And the sub is really hard to listen to. I don't know if it's just me, but like Chinese voice acting in anime always grates on my nerves. I've got no problem with the people speaking Chinese languages, like Mandarin and such. Tibetan, I think, is also one of them. But anyways, no issue with hearing it like normally. But the voice actors from Immortal King in their Chinese, I think it's Chinese, is just so bad. It's so hard to listen to. Let me look.
To each their own.
Do you like the daily life of the Immortal King in Chinese?
I don't watch anime. I read the manga.
Oh, okay. Well, I heard the manga is amazing. Which
that's not bad.
I'm so for, but oh god. Oh no. What did Shaston send me?
I don't know.
This looks concerning.
What is it?
I don't know. It's in Japanese.
He keeps adopting people. Don't worry about it.
Before I realized it, I'd become the guardian of a dungeon, a demon lord. Is there an anime?
No.
Damn it.
That's why I sent you the manga.
I'll add it to my list to read through eventually. I've got a long list. There's like 7 of them you sent me that like are on like once the other ones wrap up, like they're the next up on the list because I can only handle 9 of them at a time.
Mal, Ninata is funny because dude he's like, oh, I'm really strong for my level because I'm a demon. He walks outside, there's a fucking level 900 dragon just staring at him. He's like, fuck.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Well, that's not good.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh man, no, I need to get more into some of the manga. I don't think I'm behind on any of the main ones you've recommended me yet, and I'm still catching up on the Mythic Item. I think I'm halfway through that one, even though it's only like 20 some things.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out paying attention at work takes away from your manga reading time. It's a real shame, guys.
Yeah. Have you started on S classes yet?
Let me look.
I can send it to you. This one.
No, I don't think you ever sent me this one originally.
I think I sent this one to Cameron. So that one's unlike most of his, he's not strong himself.
Mm-hmm.
His whole thing is that if he has a bunch of buzzwords that he can say to people like "I love you" that'll boost their growth rate for training.
You know,
motivational.
He tries to work things like that into normal conversation. to make people stronger.
Fair. Oh, Carnivorous. Okay, cool. Carnivorous Hunter went on break for a little bit. I actually have a chance to fucking catch up on manga.
Yeah, Carnivorous is indeed on break.
I think you just need to read faster, DM.
Dude, see, the thing is, I used to, when I was in college, I read through the entire Game of Thrones books, all four of them, because the fifth one didn't come out till halfway through my college time. And those are pretty thick books. I used to read them all the time on the Max Lines, but the thing is, I just don't have the time anymore. Like, I don't have that commute where I have nothing to do. So, really the only days I get a chance to read are when I'm not gaming with you guys.
I have a really cute comment, but I don't think it's your style.
I guarantee it's not. If you putting cute in it already concerns me.
I take you to read the Game of Thrones?
It's a mix of Slice who goes from raising his kid to being this this spearman who fights monsters.
I mean, you could send it to me. I'll look. I'm looking up an anime I want to watch though tonight.
So his whole thing is he's like not naturally gifted, but he reads so much about monsters that he knows how to fight them. So he makes up for his lack of actual ability.
Fair. Okay, here, let me look. School Life. That's what I was looking for. Alright, so I want to add that to my watch list tonight on Crunchyroll. One of my favorite Halloween-styled animes, because it's one of the most fucked up animes ever, in my opinion, of how dark it is. Did they get rid of School Life on Crunchyroll? No! I know it was fucked up, but why? Let me see what what you sent me.
I'm tempted to read this one. I don't know what it's about, but it's called On My Way to Kill God.
You did send me My Daughter's a Final Boss, and I could not stand it. No.
Honestly, you have to get through 6 chapters for it to actually start fighting, because it's about he gets settled in with the kid for a little while.
Yeah, well, you know me, I'm a real hard sell on slow starting series. If I'm not sucked in on that first episode, it takes a lot to keep me going.
Yeah, I'll say series gets brutal, but you have to give it a little bit of time because he gets his ass kicked in fights, because he's not that strong.
I mean, that's fair. I'm trying to think here. I mean, yeah.
We see him try to fight a sword bastard and get cut in half immediately.
I mean, maybe I will check it out. I don't know. Give me a sec. I'm really trying to find this fucking anime right now. They really removed it from fucking Crunchyroll. I'm so mad. Are you fucking serious? Why?
So, wanted advantage, of course.
Dude, it was such a good fucked up series. Wait, maybe if I Google it, maybe I find it on, here. Let me see if I can find it online. What's the point in having a fucking Crunchyroll subscription if you can't watch the best animes? What's up?
Have good reviews.
School Life was a 4 out of 5 on Anime Planet. Oh, that's right. I didn't watch it on Crunchyroll. I watched it on Kiss Anime. That's why. Okay. It was never there to begin with.
The 2019 one's a 5 out of 10 on IMDb.
I don't trust IMDb for anime reviews. I go to Anime Planet or what's that one anime site we use for looking up what the new seasons are? There's a specific one I like to use a lot.
And it's 3.9. It's a 3.9 on Anime Planet. It did drop below a 4.
Also, it's my anime list is what I was going to use. Poor Grumpy is stuck here listening to the weeb shit.
Yes.
Because he can't go anywhere for 10 more minutes until D&D starts, so he's stuck with it. It's got a 7.62 user score on Anime Episode. It's not very...
That's out of 10. That's out of 10, which is even worse.
Yeah, I mean, it's ranked in the 1300s. I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely not well received, I don't think, as an anime, but because I think it was such a different expectation from what people were looking for. Because when you first start the anime, it comes off as an extremely cutesy, just school anime, day in the life.
The manga on the same site, my anime list, has an 8 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, I've heard the manga's fucking brutal, because you get to see, so the stuff they couldn't put in the anime was, all the shit in the mall.
That's one thing. If you watch an anime and think it's brutal, the manga is always worse, because they don't have to say nearly as much.
Yeah, I mean, and it really goes to show that School Live couldn't even make it onto Crunchyroll, which means that it was probably too fucked up to put in, which it is the case because, I mean, given the whole thing follows along for the first, like, 5 episodes, the traumatized poor little girl who's, like, seeing her school normal and, like, she thinks living in school is part of the whole thing and part of a club and all that. And then episode 6 comes along and you see these other girls' point of views and you're like, holy fuck, the world's fucked up. Talks about, like, one girl who basically listens to her friend get killed and raped in the background while she's hiding in a room in a mall with a dog. And it's like, holy shit. And it really fucking disturbs. Like, it's one of probably the best zombie animes I've ever seen because it was so good. Oh, well done.
Approval.
Yeah. But, you know, I would totally read the manga for that, but I'm not going to because after watching the anime, it's too ruined on me. It's just like I tried reading Drifters. The manga I couldn't get into it. The anime was just too well done for me.
I think the Drifters anime was mediocre, personally.
I mean, that's fair. I think it got snuffed out way before it got its true light, and I think, like every other new anime, it could have been better by giving it a little more time, like giving it 24 episodes instead of 12. But, you know, I mean, I like the idea, the take on the whole, like, mysterious people who are disappearing in history and, like, putting them here fighting each other. Also...
I feel like it's a knockoff Fate.
Well, see, look at it the opposite. Well, I don't actually see any connection between Fate because I don't think Fate had the balls to go that dark. I mean, think of it, Drifters put Adolf Hitler as the hero of that story for the first part of that story. You ever heard an anime try and pull that one? Because I haven't. That was real fucked up.
Entire shit-based series where Hitler's one of the main characters.
I'm not surprised.
And he is a good guy. Like, he's not...
No, it's. I think Drifters the anime did a really good job with these series. So
no, Fate's brutal. You just haven't watched enough of it.
I've watched 3 seasons of it, and I guarantee Grumpy would agree. It's too overdone, uninteresting.
What? I could kind of tune this whole cup about until 6
Grumpy, just go get a drink, get some food, man, get yourself comfortable.
I'll get a drink. Be back in a minute.
Yeah, see you in a minute.
I would think of a Brutal Fate, but I don't think you can talk about it on YouTube.
I mean, I watched the Fate anime. I did not care for it. Like, I enjoyed the season with fucking.
Did you not get into the backstory of fucking Sakura in Fate Stay?
Is that the shield chick?
No, that's MASH.
Is that the black-haired ponytail chick that has what's his name as her summon as an archer?
Ren.
Okay, then you know that's all I can remember. Oh, I remember there's the King Arthur chick.
She was in the same series as Rim. She wasn't the one with the King Arthur. She was in that series.
Yeah, where what's her name? The saber is fucking King Arthur, which I hate the fact that King Arthur is a woman. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was the dumbest idea they can. I didn't care about any of the others. Hated that concept because the whole point on how King Arthur's story goes, there is no canonical focus point why the fuck Arthur would be a woman.
They used it in Fate as one of the reasons why they drifted apart from their wife.
From their what?
From their wife.
Oh, from
the
their
whole
thing,
yeah. When they went to one of the other nights, yeah, they used that as a
why didn't they make Hercules look like fucking Hercules? Why can't they make King Arthur a fucking guy? You know, fucking, what the fuck? I got no issue with, like, changing up genders and shit, but don't just selectively handpick shit and then come up with bullshit. Like, they're just doing it to sell tickets to get people to have a thing for Saber. That's all it was. It was for the model merch.
There was a second one from Arthurian Legend that they also turned. They turned Mordred female also.
Didn't they also turn fucking King Arthur's knights all into like femboys? I know Astolfo was one of them, but Lancelot and all them.
No, actually, we meet one of the knights of the same series Fate. He was a giant, muscular, hulking beast.
Yeah, because that's basically what the knights are. Some of the knights of Camelot.
I believe that was Lancelot. Was the one in that series?
Lancelot should be the smallest of the bunch. There's a big fucker, I can't remember his name now in the stories, but okay. Yeah, no, I'm cool with the rest of it. Like, I like the main characters. I like the Archer dude's backstory. Like, his whole dark story that goes on was great and fantastic. I enjoyed.
I'm looking at the picture of the knights. They're not. One of them's kind of a pretty boy. Most of them just look like normal knights.
Then why couldn't they make fucking Saber a dude? There was no reason other than merch sales. They just wanted to put tits in the anime.
There's this wild thing called fan service.
I know, and it pisses me off. Why? Just pick a different fucking legend.
I was gonna say they had 2 characters they shifted to female for fan service. One was King Arthur, and one was Mordred because they made her into a tomboy.
Yeah, and then Astolfo was their femboy toss. No, and I absolutely hate. First off, Astolfo's Charlemagne's knight, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
The famous from the stories. Knight of Charlemagne.
Astolfo in Charlemagne's story. First off, if you're not familiar with Charlemagne's story, I recommend reading up on it, especially because he's an absolute asshole and is actually the key responsible figure for every world war and war in European history after his decline. Because if it wasn't for that motherfucker not keeping his dick in his pants, or at least signing up who would be his proper heir, we wouldn't have had as many European wars. But we won't go into that discussion today. No, I don't care for Astolfo as a femboy because it doesn't make sense. Like, they don't do this with any of the other characters other than the fan service. There's so many legendary heroes in history that they could have done. Fuck, they've wanted a famous female. Take that famous female Chinese pirate lore chick. Make her the main hero if they want to do fan service. Piss off a nation that no one cares about.
He wasn't well known enough in the West.
And you're telling me King Arthur as a fucking blonde double D is? I'm sorry. Who knows King Arthur as a blonde with double D's?
It's not about looks. It's about the name. Everyone in the West, most people at least know who King Arthur is. It's a very popular legend.
Not really. Most people know of King Arthur, not who King Arthur.
They know the name on the top of their head. That's all that matters.
Oh, it's still bullshit. They should have picked a different.
Was someone they could relate.
There are tons of legendary female people throughout history. Pick any of the motherfuckers. I don't care. Stop trying to fucking toss away a character of mythical legend and rewrite his whole story. He has to be a dude. He literally has to be a dude based on his mythology. He has to be a man. Ugh.
Not really.
Really?
He is in the mythos, but really the story kind of.
Have you read the story of King Arthur? Because it talks about him fucking so many people. You know that he's also Merlin's younger brother, young nephew. My apologies, because Merlin is technically related to would be grandnephew in that case then. Oh god, now I gotta look it up. Because I know Merlin is related to King Arthur's non-father, and technically his true father, because he's their cousin. What would it be? Was he the fucking... Oh man, I can't remember now. Because Merlin gets raised in the same keep as King Arthur eventually takes over.
In the original story, they are not in the slightest blood related. Merlin and
in the mythos, yes, they are. It is confirmed that he is he's the uncle or granduncle because he's related to the Lesser King of Brittany, who is the brother of King Arthur's father. King Arthur's father, who was supposedly the King of Brittany, which was not true because technically the King of Brittany, who would later conquer England, Wales actually, because technically it was Wales, it was not England. If you actually know the general mythos of King Arthur being a Welsh hero, not an English hero. Secondly, the fact is that the King of Brittany shows up, conquers Wales. He ends up, the brother ends up in love with who the guy's supposed to marry, which was the wife, was going to be the wife or the daughter of the Cornwall ruler at the time. And later on, the King Arthur's true father, the younger brother, ends up killing his supposed father, if you will, and that's what also makes King Arthur heir to the throne of Camelot, is because he was a man. A woman could not inherit in Welsh law at this time. And on top of that is the fact that King Arthur ends up married to Morgan, I think, if I remember right, in the end, or not Morgan.
Not Morgan. Absolutely.
Shit, no. It was someone else. I know it's supposed to be.
Was it Morgan? Because there was a whole thing.
Yeah, Morgan and Merlin have a thing for each other. That's the whole story. Yeah. fuck, I'm trying to remember it now. But yeah, no, there's a whole thing. He has to be he has to be male based on his birthright. He has to be a male based on in most of the stories he is described as a man. Because when he goes to Britain, when he travels to Brittany, which is called Lesser Britain, which is also known, Britain being the Brits, being the English, but technically again it was Welsh.
Also, DM here.
Huh?
As you were looking.
What?
Guinevere.
What?
Not Morgan.
Wait,
The
what?
wife.
The wife of what?
The wife of King Arthur.
Oh, okay. It's Guinevere, yes.
Yep.
Who ends up betraying him about halfway through their whole story, which is another.
Because she falls in love with Lancelot.
Yeah. Lancelot, the biggest cuck of mythos.
Look, man, he was a good woman.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But no, I still stand by this. That was the stupidest thing ever. They should have just picked a different character. And there's so many famous... Boudica! Fucking use her. Her name's been famous. Use her as a fucking female sellout. I would have taken that.
The U.S. would recognize the name Boudica.
Oh, I agree with you on that.
That's the one thing. They needed a character who they could make beautiful, which could be literally anyone that was popular enough in the West. King Arthur was one of their few choices.
I don't know who the developers of the Fate series are, but y'all fucking suck.
Also, even them, they wanted Excalibur.
No, I know, and don't get me started on the Gilgamesh or any of the other fucking characters that they whitewash. We won't go into that because that's one of my biggest pet peeves from the Fate series. Also, why I don't support it. Anyways, welcome those who have joined. Hope you enjoyed our little anime spew between me and Chasten. Grumpy was not here for most of it, so don't worry.
Here in spirit.
He was while drinking.
Not water.
I mean, it's...
Yeah, water. What that?
I mean, sure, okay,
Water.
But yeah, so, today's a little different. So today, as we all know, is Halloween, and, unfortunately for us, our dear friend, Cook, who is playing Durmar, and has a special reveal of a character coming up, in the next, session, is unavailable as he got a new job, and he has started working, so because of that, we couldn't get him involved, unfortunately. Not an issue. But... we also, unfortunately, confirmed from Robert that his sinus infection picked up, which, we can't really do anything about. So, today I am joined by Sieko and Tiktrick in the Monster Monday for a little Halloween special, a little XP gain, some item hunting. The party is going to have a nice little special... session today. And don't worry, I've set up a very special encounter for the party.
I don't like the sound of that.
Don't worry, I did make sure everything was within a decent CR level and the action economy is still even.
It's even? Okay.
It had to be even because if I do any more, I realize that you guys would die, unfortunately, with a lesser party. So, let me clear my throat 1 sec. Alright, so, yeah, last time we left off, was a unique situation. Durmar had ignited himself.
At the start of the session.
Yeah, and thus leaving Tiktrick, Sieko, and poor Bastion without a mage being chased by 3 supposed dragons, all at least adult or ancient, and while being on their Zeppelin, of course. So, as the bright idea that they had, the party decided to sacrifice the Zeppelin, and by sacrifice, I mean, well, they kind of jumped. And after leading the dragons into an unsuspecting city of the Nords, which was what city? Pull that up.
It was a worthy sacrifice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. After crashing into the city of Barkley, the party decided, well, dragons really weren't within their pay grade, and thus decided instead that they would focus on a little something different. So the party thus decided to spend the rest of their session on a little travel session between Barkley and Swindon, abandoning the dragons and the city to die. While they went and played in the forest with drug-inducing mushrooms.
I don't know what your Master Assassin Hawken led those dragons. All right.
Yeah, it's all Hawkins' fault actually.
Y'all don't
He
even
kinda
know who
is.
Hawken is.
The world does. That's
The
what
world
matters.
does.
I say even Ticktrick didn't get the guy's name. The guy never introduced
No,
himself.
he never introduced himself.
They never do introduce themselves. God damn it!
I know Sigrun's
Oh,
name and Terra's, I think.
No, Ticktrick does know because he saw the poster and remembered the name under it. That was a whole
Oh, that's
thing.
true. I do know
That's
that.
fair.
He saw the bounty and knew his name by seeing it.
Yes.
That's fair.
He does know.
So we come back to the party having made it to the city of. Let me pull it up again as my mouse decides to flip out. Or let me look. Yeah, Swindon. As you lot pull in or finally make it to the city of Swindon, Bastion immediately realizing that y'all are nothing but a problem right now and that he needs to do something to get himself stronger, decided to just kind of leave you lot after passing through the gate.
Wow.
Kind of heading off, telling you he would find you within the day as he was looking for more, any information on necromancy magic or anything of the sort that would be of assistance to you lot, because he realized he was the whole party as altogether was too weak for the monsters y'all were dealing with. Unfortunately for you lot, Sieko and Tigdrick, as you hear, or as you watch as Bastion heads off down one of the side roads, you see for a moment as something really large in the distance seems to be charging towards his general direction, and he just kind of looks up and turns down one of the corners and disappears. You hear some shouting for a moment, but no attacking, no magic shooting off, and it seems to quiet down just as quickly. And after realizing, truly, Bastion is probably perfectly fine alone, and if he's irritated, it's probably not great to bother him. The two of you, barely knowing each other, and Sieko having just joined the party last session,
I don't know these people.
decide to head further into the city. And as you lot do, and as adventurers always do, first place you were going, realizing you lot needed better gear and more wealth to your name, you headed into one of the adventuring inns and took up a quest. You heard something about the king's election or candidacy. Some guy was talking crap, and when you lot came in, he told you he'd pay you 100 gold per head that you bring him back from a quest he has for you lot, a mission, a job. When you ask further about it, he tells you that he's been tasked with clearing out a small dungeon on the outskirts of the city that has been supposedly taken over by a bunch of undead, and that they are using it to kidnap people and experiment on them. He said it wasn't a very tough quest, that he was planning to do it with a few of his friends, but none of them showed up. And so thus he's offered the deal to you lot, as he saw Sieko looked capable and Tigdrick looked, well, like a familiar.
Not again.
Yeah.
But the man didn't judge, didn't ask questions, just personally said, hey, if you'll do this and you can bring me back proof by killing whatever the top undead is down there, I'll bring you, or I'll pay you 100 gold per head, and I'll pay you 1,000 gold for the whole dungeon. Realizing you lot were not short on funds, but not greatly funded, and that this man is a potential candidate for a future king, you realized it wouldn't be too bad to have him at least owing you a favor and be able to say one day to call on him, or if he ever has a quest in which y'all can take advantage of and get first dibs, as you're the ones who truly did the hard work for him. You lot decide to take the quest up. So, about an hour after kind of getting yourselves prepped, you each get one greater healing potion that is given to you for free. I know it's DM is very generous in these times.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
DM, we normally get nothing. This is very generous.
Listen, I'm a little concerned, just a tad bit concerned because my wife.
Worrying.
I don't think you should. I think I built this right, but we're gonna find out.
The fact you say "I think" is concerning.
No.
I made sure the action economy was on your side. I didn't, or was even. I did not say I made the monsters easy.
Whoa, man.
But I did make sure to keep it within a specific radius. I had plans. Don't worry. As you lot kind of head outside the city, you take about an hour heading into the previously Volley Lands, well known for being just monster infused, and you come across an old church building. No god, no followers, no nothing. The building seems to be very empty and abandoned. The little clock that looked to be in the top of the tower seems to have fallen out and long since rusted away and disappeared. Windows themselves are all shattered. And the church staple itself is just a single long hall, from what you can tell, with a single tower at the front. There are two graves, or two sections of the graveyard, one to either side. Caleb is shocked about that's considered generosity.
That is generosity.
And as you lot start exploring through the church, about 20 minutes goes by before you manage to find your way behind the steeple. I believe, or not steeple, the front. There's a term for the fucking thing at the lectern. There we go. Lectern was the word I was looking for. Thank you, Minecraft, for reminding me. After you guys kind of pass by the lectern at the front and look where the priest would normally stand and preach to his following, you lots notice a little secret path or a little secret door underneath the rug. As you go to open it up, you see the dungeon below, and you're able to match it up with your map perfectly. What would you all like to do?
Well, Sieko, you ready?
Justin mutes immediately.
No. Is this a solo mission now?
Tick trick. One-on-one.
No, wait.
Come on, Snake.
Oh, no.
I trust Gumpy to lead for a minute.
Oh no.
Alright, Grumpy. You're in charge.
Let's take a look down there.
You just want to look through the doorway and see if you can spot anything?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check to see if you are spotted first.
Okay.
Because I assume you're going to try and do it stealthily. You're not just opening the door, shoving your head through, and saying hi to people.
Yes.
Okay, gotta ask.
Holy shit. That was a 1 and an 8. That's an 18.
Wow, your rolls today are going to be... This is looking up,
Great
boys.
sign. Great sign.
You might want to ask Caleb if he's willing to take a break from work to come save me guys at the end here. Yeah, as you stealth, you're not exactly the most quietest, but as you pull open the door, it doesn't seem to creak and nothing seems to be alerted to your presence. As you poke your head through, all you see, it looks like to be, is a kind of shorter humanoid with a full-on cloaks covering their body. Just a simple blackened, heavy fur cloak. And the person beside them seems to be slightly taller. You'd guess maybe like 6 foot-ish. Very skinny and seems to have like either a large tower shield or something on their back that's hidden underneath a cloak as well. Neither creature seems to be facing your direction and rather is looking further down the hallways. But you can hear these two talking in Undercommon if either of you speak that.
I don't know Undercommon.
Nope.
Okay. So you have no idea what they're saying. You just hear them kind of, you can hear them talking to each other.
They sound intelligent, right? They're not like zombies.
Correct.
Okay.
Zombies in Ticktrick's experience don't seem to talk much.
Yes. What are the walls and floor made of, by the way?
Just simple stones. From what you can tell, cobblestones for the walls that aren't really well fitted. They're not. So you'd guess that a good earthquake spell would probably bring this entire thing down.
And the floor are the same? Cobblestones?
Yeah, roughly cobblestones. Yep, they're a little more smooth from being walked on.
Okay. I will... well... I'd have to... I'll message Sieko in the head what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Did you hear that, Justin? You know what's down there or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
How you want to do this? I'm so much in his head, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You could sneak nearby and I could start charging and be a distraction. If that's how you want to do it.
Sure. That sounds good.
Or you can try to stealth past and sneak in further. Which is probably not a great idea.
No, probably not a good idea.
Okay.
You go down and I'll sneak around.
Yeah, I could be a distraction.
Where are you thinking you want to sneak to?
All right. So on the map, how far ahead are these two figures?
They're about halfway down, where the little like stairs going further in, and the table is sitting.
So they're in that top room there.
Yeah, the bottom, very bottom. That
Bottom
very
room.
bottom
Okay.
column. Yep, that you're with the S on it.
Okay. And these thin walls, is that like bars?
Yes,
Okay.
they seem to be cells and such.
All right.
It is dimly lit, if that matters.
The eye blind side does not matter to me.
So does Yeka, I believe.
His tremor sense is different. but,
That's-
you
I
know.
have tremor even better.
Fair.
It's better in certain scenarios, unless there's a flying creature.
Better in this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
True. I assume there's a door to this bottom cell. Is it open, closed?
All the cells you can kind of see. All the bars seem to be closed.
Could try and get in that top room then, the first top room. With the big table?
Mm-hmm.
You said they weren't there, right?
Nope. But the question is, how do you plan to sneak into there? There's a doorway between to go down further into the stairs, with the door being closed currently, and the bars, as you look, don't seem to open up. However, you do immediately see inside that little kitchen area, or that little seating area. Let me get you a quick little picture because it's easier to describe. Hopefully that posts. There we go. A couple of vampires, what it looks like, or pale-looking humans.
Sleeping, alive, just sitting
They all
there?
just seem to be sitting and chatting, playing cards, joking, having drinks. None of them seem to be doing anything.
I'll relay this to Sieko in his mind. Bad news. More baddies.
Okay. Well, if we want to do this quietly, I'm not much help. I'm kind of very loud.
So that's the top room. I could try and go down the hallway and see what's down there.
You want to keep it going?
They will be rolling perception the entire time that you're moving about. I want you to know that.
And that 18's not that strong.
Yes.
Seems like I have to fight at least 4 if we're just gonna go in guns blazing. I could.
And I will say you counted 4 vampires, what looked
4
like
vampires? I think it's not
no,
2.
No, just it was 4. Yes.
4 in the room and then
In
2
the dining,
outside.
yep, and then 2 figures standing in that hallway. Yep.
Okay. Sieko, idea. We make noise up here. Try and lure a couple out.
I can make noise now. I can start stomping. That'll make a lot of noise.
Eh? Sure. That sounds like a great idea.
You want me to do it now?
Let me not be down here and I'll get out.
Okay.
We'll be above the dungeon.
Yeah, as you come back out into the church, kind of climbing up the stairs out of the little area, you can hear the slight chattering here and there of Undercommon in the background. But as neither of you seem to understand the language, it doesn't really make any sense to you.
Well, if he's up here, I'm going to put my full weight into a couple stomps.
All right, give me a strength check. Let's see what you can do.
18 with all that weight.
Okay. Let me roll some perceptions.
We don't get them all.
What?
Hopefully we don't get them all to come out.
You'll see.
I'm still sneaking, by the way.
I got you. No, I figured you'd be stealthing still.
Yeah.
Okay. Both the cloaked figures kind of seem to stop speaking suddenly and seem to come running out of the out of the underground. And as they immediately see Sieko, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Plus
I
0.
rolled a natural 1 for the initiative. That's amazing.
Grumpy, I thought you were supposed to be fast.
Ouch.
Oh God.
Oh no, y'all. As
Grumpy.
they come out, The shorter of the two figures pulls his hood back, and this white-haired drow is immediately appears through it with his glowing blue eyes, and he pulls out his staff, and immediately, not seeing Tigdrick, looks at Sieko, and smiles, and then casts invisibility on himself.
Yeah, that's funny.
That is
Howard, understandable.
That is his movement and his action. So it's the end of his turn.
It's nice that we both have blind sight and tremor sense. We just know where he is.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, I can still see him.
The other figure, pulling back their hood, shows their talons, and you see this giant, or this 6 foot tall Eric Cochran, who looks ready to do battle, and he immediately charges at Sieko.
So you're short.
And
Oh no.
I'm calling the man short. Yeah.
You did, but he almost crit confirmed.
I'm a crit immune. I don't give a shit.
That's fair. Does a
I can
24
fly.
hit your AC, by the way?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. You take 5 points of slashing damage as he slashes at you, and his talons sparks going flying as his nails or his talons run across.
Splashing. Yep.
That's the end of his turn.
I barely felt that.
Tigdrick, you're up.
Okay, where did that invisibility guy go? Where do I
He's still
see him?
standing in the same spot, and he hasn't moved.
He has not moved.
Mhm.
Okay, I will get up right behind him and just like stab him a couple times.
Okay.
Shake him.
I'm gonna shake him in his ass. I'll bonus action dash up to him
Okay.
so I get my
Yeah,
two
you get your
hits.
2 attacks. Okay.
Yes,
Advantage because I'm sneaking against him, correct?
Correct.
I'm unseen.
Imagine stealthing up on the invisible guy.
24 definitely hits.
Okay. It's with sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be 23 damage.
Oh, what kind?
That's 8 piercing and sneak attack, 18.
Okay.
And that is magical.
All right. He looks a little shocked as the invisibility suddenly drops.
I've got another.
Go ahead.
Got another swing.
Yep.
Still advantage because he still doesn't know where I am, or is that gone now?
Nope. You got your stealth attack, so
Okay. Am I still
He
flanking?
kinda notices
you
the
are
guy
flanking. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You did kind of notice the guy who just stabbed him in the back.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. They noticed that. That's a 17.
That hits.
Okay.
Oh no.
And this will just be the piercing damage. Don't worry about this. 7 piercing damage.
All right. As you stab into him, he kind of looks, kind of turns back and looks kind of shocked, and then starts to smile through bloody teeth.
How much movement did I use to get up to him?
You would have used 10 feet to move up to him.
Great. I will move. Is there any walls to hide behind?
Not really. It's a simple, like, long hall church. Single room steeple. I mean, you can hide behind the lectern and get half cover.
Oh, sure.
Alright. Yeah, as you kind of maneuver around, well, you're not taking... You said you took the dash action, correct? As your bonus
yes.
action? So he will get an attack of opportunity on you.
No, you will not. I have mobile.
Mobile.
Oh, that's right. Alright, yeah, and as you move behind the lectern, you are considered half cover.
Cool.
Alright. Well,
That'll
see
be my
y'all
turn.
after session. Sounds good, Caleb. Oh, and that is the end of your turn, Tigdrick?
Yes.
Okay. Sieko, you are up.
No. I'm gonna start swinging at this guy. I'm gonna see how it goes.
The Eric Cochran who just tried to stab you with his hands.
Oh, he's in melee. Oh, he's in melee with me, so I don't have to move. Yeah.
It's true.
Can I get good rolls? 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I cast Magic Fist.
I forgot about this.
It's time for a full round table of damage because I'm smiting too.
Oh, do you know what? Go ahead.
9 magical bludgeoning
Okay.
to start.
Alright.
I'm gonna use the Force Fist,
Mm.
so that is 13 force damage.
Okay.
And is he an undead? He is, right?
No.
No. Okay,
But he
so
is
2d8.
dead now, as you watch as he just collapses to the ground.
I just put you to nothing.
You just watch as Siako kind of walks up and just, or kind of takes a step forward, slugs the poor air kraken in the beak, and the beak caves into the creature's face, and it just drops to the ground.
The best part is Wind Fist. My fist moves 60 feet a second. My feet just jetted forward.
Yep. That air kraken is very dead, and the wizard suddenly looks concerned.
How far away is the wizard?
10 feet in front of you.
Walking 10 feet, I have another swing.
As you walk up menacingly, the wizard looks very concerned.
I am a 7'2" thing covered in spines and scales with a tower shield. I'm a little intimidating.
He looks very, very concerned currently.
All right, let's get this swing. Can I roll well? It's a 14.
That still hits.
Oh my god.
He's not wearing armor.
Fist.
Magic fist.
11 bludgeoning.
Okay.
He's still alive, damn.
Yeah, he is.
19 force.
He's still alive. He
This
does
guy's
spit
chunky.
up a tooth, though.
Is this one undead?
No, he is not.
Interesting. 11 radiant.
He's kind
He's
of.
still alive.
He looks at you, like a bloody smile, and seems to be just glaring at you.
Holy shit. What a techie guy.
I end my turn. Try your one, I dare you.
It is his turn. I need a con save from both of you.
Am I within 10 feet of Seiko?
Yes.
Cool.
21.
That is a 9.
Fails.
God damn it, Grumpy.
Look, man.
Your roll.
Alright.
Today.
You take 35 force damage.
Owie.
And Tigdrick is pushed away 10 feet. You are
Rude.
so you are no longer under half cover. As he
I'm
just
not.
shoots this blast of force energy from his staff that seems to almost kind of shove you lot slightly. Sieko, you don't get moved at all. It hurts a little bit. You do take half damage, but it just kind of breezes past you.
I take 1 force damage.
Fair. And as he's not moving,
Wait.
it smiles around you
No way.
all and casts Arcane Ward on itself.
What'd that do?
You don't know. It just suddenly, as a blue line or design on the ground suddenly starts to flash, and suddenly a slight bluish light seems to envelop around the wizard, and that ends his turn. Well, he's dead. Tigdrick, you are up.
That hurt, like, a lot.
Uh-huh.
Ow.
Now you know why I gave you that greater healing potion.
Oh, that's not gonna recover all of that. Can I try and roll to see what that arcane ward does?
Sure. What are you trying to figure out?
What it does.
And the
If it's
arcane
gonna-
concept, or
Like, yeah, an arcana.
okay, yeah,
check.
go ahead and roll Arcana check.
Alright. God. Why?
It's magical.
Ah, magic.
Magic writing.
Magic.
Yeah, you know what? You learned it is writing. You notice there are words in there. You don't know the words as you don't read Undercommon, though.
Dang it. You know, I don't know if I want to get there, but let's go with it. Bonus
You'd be
action
flanking.
dash.
You
Huh?
will be flanking.
That's true. Bonus action dash right up next to him.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna stab him. Or attempt to.
Okay.
Hiya. That's a 25 damage.
That fucking hits hard. He gets a 12. My man does not have ice.
Okay.
You can only miss on a nat 1. That's sad.
He's a wizard.
That's 24 damage.
You watch as Tigdrick just charges up at top speed, takes a minute, looks down at the ward as the wizard kind of smiles at him, and as he goes to stab, the ward just disappears.
I got another swing, damn it.
Okay.
Take this. That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
My sneak attack's gone though, I'm sad. That is still 22 damage.
He kind of, as you go to slice into him, watching his rivulet of blood are now starting to drip from his fingers. He's coughing. Oh, it's the streams of blood coming up, and he looks at you defiantly. He's still standing, and he seems to whisper something in undercomment that you don't catch.
I don't understand you.
How dare you speak a fake language to me?
I will stand still to give Sieko the greatest of advantages.
I'm about to beat this into the floor.
Sieko,
Yeah.
you are up.
Hey, man, rolls going. Let's get it. 26.
No. Suddenly he turns into a CR-34 dragon.
Impressive.
But no, yeah, that definitely hits your.
Well, I cast Magic Fist. Let's keep it going. That's 10 magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
16 force.
You don't have to go past that. As Sieko just moves forward once again, just starts slugging this poor man in the face. Eventually, his face deteriorates into a bloody crumble, and he just kind of falls over. And the last thing, in his last dying breath, he holds up his middle finger to you and dies.
I don't want to marry you.
I forgot that the TikTok thought that, man. I'm gonna take my utility knife because we're paid by head. I'm gonna take the head of this guy and the Aarakocra.
Okay, as you begin,
Oh no.
go.
I will watch if there's anyone coming up.
As Tikrik goes to look down, and as Sieko, you pull out your knife, you see there are 4 vampires heading straight up the fucking thing, and they all rolled a higher initiative. Boys.
Uh-oh.
It's a separate fight, right?
Oh yeah, it's about to start.
Push initiative.
No, you've already got your initiative. Sorry.
The fight ended for a short
No,
moment.
their initiative rolled as soon as you guys started smacking on the Aarakocra and the wizard because they could hear you. So your initiative carried over for the combat. However, they do have to take a full turn as they only have 30 feet worth of movement to get out of the thing and get to the exit. So as they kind of huddle up at the bottom of the stairs to the exit, that is the end of their turn. Tikrik, technically you are up.
This isn't very good. It's a bonus action to drink a potion, correct?
Yeah.
Let me just down that.
Action to drink,
greater-
action to feed it to someone else.
What?
Bonus action to drink, action to feed it to someone else.
Mhm.
I see. Okay. I will drink the greater healing potion real quick.
Okay.
So that's 44 plus 4. That's not great. Okay.
Ouch, bro.
12.
Oof.
All right. So there's 4 of them, and they're all next to each other.
Yeah, there's 4 of them at the very bottom of the stairs. It'll take them another round to get up to you guys.
Oh, great. I can go down and get back up here. All right. How far away are they, actually?
If you are standing at the door entrance looking down, they are only 5 feet from you.
All right, cool. I'll walk up and.
And
Which
you
one
will
looks
have
the most-
advantage because of the angle, so.
Okay. What is the Well, which one looks the most dangerous? Like, I'm looking for casters.
They all look roughly equivalently decent. Each of them are carrying light crossbows, and then while having one hand free, none of them seem to be outright casters. But you don't know much about vampires, but no, as far as it goes to identify specifically. However, none of them are wearing robes. They are all looks to be wearing like leather and padded armor.
For feel good people, most undead among a certain CR usually have some level of spells.
Yeah.
I'm
All
sure
right.
they have.
Yep. I'll just stab the first one I see.
All right.
I will say hi to them as I do this.
Hello, stab.
Hello. Does a 18 hit?
18 does it.
That's going to be that's a pretty crappy roll. That's 23 damage.
What kind?
That is piercing magical.
Magical.
Okay. As you stab into it, immediately charging down with your knife, stabbing into the first one, you notice it actually does bleed and seems to be somewhat distraught as little things of brownish, blackish liquid seems to come rivulating out onto your hand. And as you go to withdraw your knife, it holds its stomach where you stabbed it and seems to be guarding it somewhat. The creature looks to be somewhat fragile.
You. And I will run away.
As you turn and run, they cannot do anything. Okay.
I will move my 65 feet away.
You would leave the church, and
That's fine.
you'd be almost halfway to the city you just left.
Can I be outside the building and looking in?
Yeah.
Right up.
As you kind of
I'm
turn
very
and start charging as fast as you can up, you see Sieko passing him as he's pulling out his little knife to start cutting the necks of the creature.
Or vampires.
Saying that you just kind of turn and run past to the doorway. Sieko, all you see is Tikrik seems to disappear from it. You hear slicing and then some angry yelling in Undercommon, or in the same language as the wizard was speaking, and then him come running out, charging away with blackened blood all over him.
All right, sure, why not?
Okay. Tikrik, is there anything else you'd like to do or can do?
I can't do anything else.
Okay. Sieko,
How far am I from the staircase?
within 5 feet.
Oh, so I'm
of the top of the staircase, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in swinging range. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll start swinging. Fuck it.
Well, they're at the bottom of the stairs, so they're 10 feet away from you.
Oh, they're way down.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just suplex them from the top.
I could just jump down the stairs. It's not a good idea. I will break a lot of things because of how much I weigh.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to walk just. If I get to the side of the stairs, they wouldn't be able to shoot me until they come up a little bit more, right?
Yeah, roughly. One might be able to hit you if they're... Because it looks like for the size of the vampires, they could probably stand one or two next to each other going up these stairs. So about halfway through, one of them could shoot you. The other one would not be able to until they got all the way up.
Yeah, I'm going to get off to the side, and I'm going to use my Channel Divinity.
Okay.
I am going to use Inspiring Present.
Oh, to who? Tiktrik's outside the
Myself.
building. Okay. How do you inspire yourself?
Small vampires, weak. You can't hurt me.
All right. The vampires seem agitated as you hear them, like, you can tell the angry tone of them speaking in this gibberish. Not really sure what they're saying, though.
One of them flipped me off, I flip them off. And then I get off to the side just a little bit and I wait.
Okay. So are you holding an action?
I'm gonna hold a swing for whoever comes up first.
Alright, well, you might as well make the swing as the first one's going to be coming up alone. As you see, he's kind of coming up, kind of hunched over slightly, holding his stomach.
Oh, poor guy.
Because he's coming up the staircase, I get that advantage swing, right?
Yes,
Beautiful.
because of the
Poor
height
dude.
difference.
27.
That hits.
I cast Magic Fist!
Turns out,
Not
padded
magical.
leather, not very good against Magic Fist.
Yeah. No, it's not. 9 magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
18 force.
You watch as you go to swing as the vampire just kind of starts walking up, paying attention to what's in front of it, expecting you lot to be like on the sides of the thing and jump it. It turns to the side, and as you just go to swing, you hit it across the cheek, and its head goes flying into the wall, slams against it, and the body just collapses and kind of falls down the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, awesome.
Well, that's the end of that vampire's turn. He never survived. However, because he did die, his body does explode. Unfortunately, his body's not near you. And he does 1 point of damage to his entire team.
Now, DM, because I have 2 attacks in action, do I have a second swing lined up?
No, because you did hold an action. Yeah.
That's
It would only be on your turn.
Alright, well now I'm just standing here, flexing.
The second vampire is going to come charging up, now irritated, and is going to use its full 30 feet to come and move 20 feet to right up against the wall of the building, away from Sieko, is going to pull out its crossbow and take a single shot. Does an 18 hit?
No.
It is...
Pinks off my armor.
This vampire, seeing the arrow as it just kind of pings off, looks at you, looks at the head embedded in the wall, and uses its bonus action and teleports away.
I would say, can I start snarling at the vampire?
And you watch as it kind of, its little essence, its bat essence in a sense, kind of trickles in up to the ceiling and goes flying out one of the windows, off and out and away.
Oh, he's just leaving. All right, see ya.
He just left his friends.
Yep.
Dick.
Yep.
Brody, you got the speed. Kick his ass.
You're right. I can fly.
The next one comes out, and he seems to come to the top of the stairs, see Sieko, and he's going to try and grab Sieko's legs. He's first going to make his attack. Sieko, you feel a slight tingling at your feet, as if someone was kind of like almost rubbing them with something weird, like actually, you know that feeling when your foot falls asleep and get those like little thorns and needles.
Like the pins and
You
needles.
kind of get that for a second, and then it goes away, and the vampire just kind of looks up at you, concerned.
Not trying to attack or damage. Can I just like nudge him with my foot? Just like get off. Stop that.
And you move, his hands kind of break free, and he just kind of looks at you and goes. You hear him whisper, saying something below, and then he kind of goes back down.
Just leaving.
He hit back down in the hole.
I'm gonna come down there for you.
The other vampire is going to start shouting
Uh-oh.
and yelling, and is going to turn and run further into the dungeon.
All right, stealth's no longer an option.
Tick-Trick, you're up, good man.
Time to dash right back in there.
As you run in, you see as there's one vampire shouting down the stairway that you saw earlier that led further into the dungeon. And the other one's just kind of standing there with his crossbow shaking.
I just gave you runs full tilt at him right now.
Yeah, he gets a reaction though because he held one of his actions. So he does get a shot on you.
Okay.
As a 20 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, you take 7 points of piercing damage.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge that, so it's not 3.
Oh, okay. So the thing kind of just pings and causes a slight cut as you dodge slightly to the side. Just
You're letting me get used to my reaction before my turn.
the vampire just kind of puts his hand in his or his face in his hand and just looks and just waits. You go ahead, Tick-Trick. She comes charging up.
I would have recruited the vampire.
Yeah.
You still can.
I don't speak their language.
That's, all right, Tick-Trick. Are you still just charging straight up to him to start slashing at him?
Yeah. How much movement does it take to get to him?
You said you were doing your dash, correct?
Yes.
Which is double your movement?
No, it's 70 feet.
He's only using the dash.
Then yeah,
No,
you'd be
that-
fully able to get to it.
Okay. Sure. Let's poke him in his face a little bit, because that arrow kind of hurt a little bit.
He did take a shot at you.
Yeah, he did. That was mean. Am I flanking with Sieko or no?
Huh? No.
Am I flanking?
Sieko's upstairs still. You're at the bottom of the stairs.
'Cause I stepped off the
bottom of the stairs. I see.
Mhm.
Okay. So first swing at him. So let me see if I can confirm real quick.
Please do.
No.
Hold on.
Damn.
I think my package just got delivered, boys. Let me double check real quick because I hear something.
Crit damage, fuck him up.
I will.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your crit damage. I will say that 28 does definitely fucking hit. You're good.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. I'm doubling damage, by the way.
Okay.
40 damage.
You watch as the vampire just immediately drops. It turns into ash. You do take I need a con saving throw from you, and that vampire fails his, so... go ahead and roll con save, Tick-Trick. Okay,
Oh,
you
well,
fail.
I'm in 10 feet within... Am I within 10 feet of Sieko? 10 feet?
I would argue no.
Okay.
Just because he's above you, technically, and how it's set up. You take 9 points of necrotic damage. So does the other vampire as this thing explodes in this, like, cloud of ash. You are now covered in this vampire.
I will say inspiring presence if he's within 30.
Then yeah.
That's another separate +4.
Okay,
that's
so
an
you can
18.
add a +4 if you want to roll. So you would succeed. So you'd only take half, which would be 4. So you can heal up 4. Or heal up 5.
That's better.
Yep. Okay. As you
I've got no
manage to
swing.
kill, are you gonna try and go for the second one? He is not. He is 10 feet in front of you. So
Can I still move it, or did I use all my movement? to get
you would have used the full 70 feet to get down here because you used 60 feet to get to the door, or get right outside the door last time. This time you did have to use 70 feet to get the extra 10 to go down the stairs.
I'll throw a dagger at him.
Okay.
Just a normal dagger.
All right. Well, I would hope so. No,
9 to hit.
it goes
The one
clattering.
Fuck.
However, roll intimidation.
That was meant to miss.
He's making a point.
17 with a -1. That's pretty good.
Let's see. The vampire just kind of looks at you, looks at the dagger, and it looks back at you and pauses. He stops shouting.
That was meant for you. That was a warning shot.
He just kind of slowly nods up and down and closes his mouth. Siaka, you're up.
How far would I have to walk to get down there?
It would be a total of technically, well, it'd be 5 feet above and then another 10 feet to get to the bottom of the stairs.
I can walk far enough. I'm gonna walk right up to him.
Okay.
Slow approach.
As you do, he just kind of looks at you and waiting and looks concerned.
You have one chance. Kneel.
Give me an intimidation check.
Can I roll well? That's a 24.
That's a 5. The vampire kneels immediately.
Good. You serve, you get to live. Fair.
The vampire nods.
Okay. Just stay here.
He just stands and steps to the side of the doorway and just kind of assumes a guarding position.
Yep. I'm gonna walk in.
Alright. Skiko, I'm looking a little beat up.
I don't know if you want to rest because he was shouting so everything goes we're here. I can give you my healing potion.
You have lay on hands pull as well.
Yeah, I can use the lay on hands. Well, how much health do you miss on?
30.
So I can use the whole thing and fully heal you,
Do you want to do that? You don't have to use
or
all
I can use like half and give you 15.
Half is fine.
I'll give you 15. All right.
Okay. As you lot start to take a second to kind of gather yourself, you start casting lay on hands. The vampire kind of winches at it and kind of moves a little bit away, like kind of slowly moves a little bit away from you. Not like trying to get away from guarding roll, but like to not be near your radiant hands.
I'll look at him, say he doesn't want to be near it, and I'll be like, give him a little like up and down, like you can go upstairs.
Kind of does as wide of a berth as he can, putting himself up against the wall to get around Tick Trick, and goes
I
upstairs.
will message him. I will message him. If you run, I will catch you.
I mean, he saw the best Tick Trick was.
He just kind of goes. He just nods and goes up and slinks upstairs and sits down at the top of the stairs and watches.
You know?
You want me to stealth ahead? Because they kind of know where we are, but maybe.
I'll give you a little hand. Like, yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Stealth. All right, go ahead and roll up your stealth. Let's see what
Hopefully,
you
I
get.
roll better this time. That's a bit better. 26.
26. Okay. And where are you heading?
I will. Let me pull up the map again.
Oh, do we want to explore the bottom area first? The cells we couldn't see from this angle.
Sure. Yeah, I'll check out the bottom 3 cells.
Okay.
Let's see what's in there.
You find 3 potions sitting in the large holding cell. A potion of clairvoyance, a potion of superior healing, and an elixir of health.
Those are pretty good.
All just kind of sitting on one of the shelves of the room. The room is empty, though. Huh?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll keep track of items. I got it.
Okay.
Cool. Then I'll check the next room.
The next room has a total of 50 platinum pieces just kind of scattered about the room as you kind of look about.
Okay, I'll just put this in inventory real quick before.
Okay. And the last 2 cells, you find another 600 copper pieces in one, and lastly a potion of basic healing. So the lowest potion of healing you can get.
I'll just drink
Yep.
right now, just cause.
You should not down it. Yeah, go ahead. It's not going to get much help in combat. It doesn't heal enough.
Yeah, I'll just drink that right now.
Okay.
How much is that?
It's not
Basically.
much. It's like a
Is it
D4.
Is it a D4?
Yeah, it's a D4 plus, I think 2. But
I think it does. It's for like level 1s and 2s.
Yeah, D4 plus 2.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 D4 plus 2. It's a little better.
7 HP. That was almost as good as that greater that I drank.
That's sad.
That is sad.
Listen, you know.
Okay. I'll check that top.
The little
Like
side
the
cluster of
hive
cells.
cells. Yeah.
As you look, you see in the nothing is found in the 3 cells on the left of the room. They all seem to be empty, a little bloodied, not fresh blood as you can tell. That first cell on the right doesn't seem to have anything in it either. As you kind of look around and realize it's not really worth going inside. The last one on the top, in the top right though. You do see a human kind of just sitting there in what looks to be like purplish and blue robes. He looks to be kind of darker skinned, as very tan looking. And he seems to be holding a goblet, like a golden goblet with a little, like a red liquid that he keeps circling around, just kind of sitting there, sipping at it. You also notice in 3 of the corners stands what looks to be deteriorating corpses that kind of look almost grayish and seem to be kind of falling apart just at the side of them. And he just kind of stares there and kind of looks towards you, Tick Trick. The door's still closed between you and the cell. What?
He sees me?
Yes.
I'll just walk backwards. Away from him.
As you start to walk
And
backwards,
backwards,
he speaks out and goes, "No, please, do come back, young." And you hear this voice in your head, "Young creature, hero, yes, young hero."
Let's go with that.
What do you want? I'll say in his head.
He kind of looks a little stunned as he shakes his head and goes, "Ah, finally, a smart creature knows telepathy. Ugh. Free me, and I will give you a boon. Don't, and I will make sure to make your life hell."
You're trapped? You seem... He's not in a cage, he's just like in
He is in a cell. The cell door is shut.
Oh, okay. Can I insight that? See if he's like... truthful?
If he thinks he can actually make our lives hell.
Sure, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Insight. That's a 4.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty threatening. You'd guess he's probably the strongest thing in this place you've seen.
Okay.
You also pretty quickly realize that those 3 things are probably his servants that are sitting in the corners.
Okay, well... So you're who put you here?
The next man goes, "This disgusting creature, lesser than any, even you mortal creature beings. It's too much to even think about. I was tricked into here." He takes a sip of his goblet.
What you got in there?
The blood of the 3 vampires that were, as you can see, in here at one point. They thought to send them in here to cull my interest and my abilities, but instead I showed them my abilities.
While he's talking, can I just quickly glance around the corner and try and message Sieko to get over here?
Sure. Sieko, you suddenly hear as the message goes off in your head, as Tick Trick seems a little bit concerned.
I'll walk over.
As you walk in, the gentleman kind of stands up a little bit suddenly and looks over and goes, "A young Tarrasque. Now that you don't see every day.
You're a Tarrasque.
You call me a mere Tarrasque? Insulting.
We are what we are. I'm as unfortunate as it is. You are still young, still weak compared to your adult counterparts. Yes, I
My
do."
fist will light fire.
He smiles and goes, "Ooh, I like anger. Anger gets shit done." So why don't you open this cage and be on your way?
Said he'll give us a boon if we open the cage.
I shall. Whether you wish to know what the end boss of these vampires around here are, or if you'd rather the location of a magical horde of items. Maybe it's a dragon you seek and you wish to slay, I can give you whatever information you should request, or if it's items, I will also see if I can't provide as you are requesting.
Okay. Seko, what do you think? I'm messaging his head. I assume this other guy can tell what I'm saying.
Oh, he can fully hear you.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to.
All right. I will go up to his cage.
Oh, I just want to put my weight on the bar and just lean on it, see if it starts to bend.
As you do, it does not. It
Not
is
normal.
magical.
Let me see if I can work this lock. You don't know where the key is, right? I assume.
He looks at you and goes, "Key. You just need to open it."
That's weird, but okay. I'll open the gate.
As you do, he looks at you and goes, "Finally!" And he kind of cracks his neck. The three ash zombies kind of come to life for a moment, and
If he makes any sudden moves, like to attack, I will prepare an action to attack that.
he does flip his hand about, and you see magic kind of sparkle for a moment. Very low, what you can tell is probably a cantrip based on your basic understanding of arcane. And suddenly, a little red velveted chair appears with 4 bars to carry it, and he starts sitting it as the 3 zombies start to lift it up. And immediately you hear the chair kind of hit the ceiling, and you hear him go, "Lower, you idiots!" And they suddenly just shrink down slightly, and he goes,
He's got a little pelican. I respect it.
he goes, "I will be on my way." And as he passes by, he hands Ticktrick a little piece of paper that is definitely not flesh that has been dried out. And it reads on it the name Azuril. And he looks at you and goes, "Just speak to my card and say my name at the end of it, whatever your request may be, and I will do everything within my power to make it so. This is your one get out of jail free card," as he smiles and waves his hands to the side.
What a weird guy, huh?
We've just freed something so evil into the world, and I don't find myself
just
caring.
and he suddenly disappears through an arcane gate that he summons up.
Look,
Oh,
he's,
yeah.
he's probably a cool guy.
If he
You
left,
said?
dungeon's being cleared. Grumpy, how do you want to divvy the potions from earlier? I really only want the elixir of health.
That was not the end of the
Sounds good, by the
dungeon, by the way.
I know it's not the end of the dungeon. There's a whole other area to explore.
Mm-hmm.
You can have that, I guess. I'll just take the superior. And you want the clairvoyance, or what is? I don't know what clairvoyance does.
It's basically like a really lessened down future sight,
You get it.
hence clairvoyance.
Oh, it is literally just the clairvoyance spell in a bottle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but in general, it's a shittier version of foresight, in my opinion. Or future sight, or what the fuck the spell's called now.
Yeah. Foresight probably is
Yeah.
what you're thinking.
Okay.
But yeah, you can have the elixir of health chest.
Okay.
All right. Do you are you going to investigate the cell he was in at all, or are you guys just going to continue on?
Sure. Let's see what's in there. Let me see behind.
As you look into his room...
I'm staying outside in case the door slams shut again.
No, but you do find a little spell scroll in the corner of the room that seems to be wrapped up.
Oh, cool.
And you should
Any
sit...
traps?
Huh?
Any traps in here?
No, not that you can find.
Oh, sure. Let's grab that. That sounds like a great idea.
Okay. As you go to grab the scroll, you pick it up. It doesn't seem to do anything. It's just a kind of an old piece of paper, from what you can tell.
Okay. I'll walk out of the cell.
All right. As you walk out, nothing seems to happen. The door kind of shuts behind you as you leave it, and seems to click and relock, and then the dungeon goes silent once more.
Oh, what is the spell scroll?
As you open it, give me an Arcana check to see if you can tell what it is.
All right, I'm good at those. That's a 5.
You have no idea.
I can try. Why not?
Sieko, you look at it.
I'll look at it.
You look at it.
God, it's better than you, but God, no.
True.
It's a 3rd level spell. After a few minutes of staring at it between the two of you, you finally pick up. It's called Bestow Curse. It's written in Undercommon.
Of course. Everything.
Of course
Common. I don't think anyone in our party, even as a whole, speaks Undercommon.
No, because
it's
the Underdark is not a common adventuring place for most parties. Because like Oventium, the Underdark is considered a dangerous place to be in my world, as there are Yuan-Ti that are half-breeds with Tarrasques that enjoy eating Loxodons.
My people.
Which part?
The Tarrasques that eat Loxodons.
Okay. But yeah. So you can add a scroll of Bestow Curse to your inventory.
Yep, just did.
Bestow Curse. Yay.
Alright. You got a stealth for the next area? We got the upper half now.
Sure.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. Let's see what you get.
That is a 29.
29 works, okay. And where are you heading?
We look at the map. The map.
There's
map.
one hallway.
There is one way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go that way.
Alright, so as you get to the hallway, or the doorway, as you go to open it up, it creaks and screeches and makes a bunch of other noises as the whole dungeon kind of rumbles. Sieko, while this goes on, give me a perception check just in general, see if you notice anything.
I have a
Okay.
+0.
Oh, you said Sieko. My
Yeah,
bad.
so it's Sieko. But you know what, Tick Trick, that works. So as Sieko, nothing really catches your attention, other than the few cobblestones seem to be kind of pushed out of place, almost as kind of like as if like some of the graves may have pushed into the walls as the dirt settled and such as time went on. But Tick Trick, as you start looking around the little dining area that you watched the vampires hanging out in earlier, you pocket 30 gold pieces from the card game that was just kind of laid out. But you notice there are little, like, green vines kind of spread throughout some of the cobbles that seem to twitch and move as you make noise. That's really all you catch, and no magic items, unfortunately, or any items really of note that you find around that little dining area.
Sieko. I think people know we're here.
Of course they do. People have been shouting, and there was just a loud grating noise.
Oh, also the plants. The plants are moving when we move.
Good for
Especially
them.
you. Maybe it's akin to how you see.
No.
I will say, with your tremor sense, Sieko, you do note that the ground has been moving the entire time you've been in this dungeon.
Mm-mm. This place likes me, that's all.
Okay.
It's telling me things with the rumbling. It's fine.
So there's nothing in that little rectangle that splits off into several rooms.
Sorry, which one?
The one above the dining room table, or do we not get there yet?
You have not. You were just in the dining where the vampires were, and
see.
came back around to talk to Sieko. But as you go back, go ahead.
Yeah, let's go that way.
So as you go back in, Sieko kind of standing in the cleared out hallway that you've already managed to at the very bottom, waiting for your okay to go further. I assume, unless Sieko, are you following, stomping behind?
No, I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna wait like where the door he opened was.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So as you head down that little hallway, get to the other end. Do you want to go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you hear anything on the other side of the door? Let's see what you
9.
get. You hear voices, a lot of them. Nothing in the immediate area next to you, in front of you. That's about all you get. They seem to be talking rather loudly. It's like they know you're here.
Huh. That's crazy.
I know.
I'll tell Sieko the many voices that are yelling. I'm probably about to go through this door as I finish the sentence.
No?
I'll say, do you want me to start walking up?
Sure, man.
I mean, they know we're here anyway.
As Sieko starts walking through the stomping noise, the impact on the cobbles being kind of echoing throughout the entirety of the basement.
I do want to take the playing cards.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and add a thing of playing cards to your inventory.
Thank you. I need things to do when we're not adventuring.
I will say they are pictures of different vampiric lords of history as the different cart suits. They are the four houses.
Diego can't see them.
That's fair.
He can't play the cards, but he has the cards.
You know what? Fair enough. I've got nothing. I will say, Tickdrick, with your terrible perception, but thankfully your passive perception being high enough, you do notice one of the playing cards has a picture that looks similar to the guy you just saved.
Oh, what card is he on? Is he on like one of the big cards? Or like
He is ranked as the king of clubs.
So he's not the highest, but he's really far up there.
Yeah, Sieko, that guy, he's big on this playing card deck for some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, maybe he liked himself and printed him on a playing card. I don't know.
Yeah, he did seem pretty egotistical.
The simple outlook in life of these two characters.
Yep, nope, I got you. All right,
It's great.
Tickdrick, are you just gonna? I mean, when you go into that next room with the map, it depicts no door into the farthest room at the top of the map. So if you go in here, you've got a chance of being attacked by 3 different directions.
Sieko, I give you the way.
Awesome.
All right, Sieko goes to open that door.
And while he does that,
yes.
Can I try and dig through the wall above the playing card room?
Yeah, into the office?
Yeah.
Yeah, both of you, get ready to...
If he's doing that, I want to use full direction. I'm going to slam the door open as loud as possible.
That's fine. Go ahead and roll initiative, boys. Let's see what you get.
It's a little better.
8. I do have no plus on initiative.
I rolled also an 8, Chaston.
Nice.
Yeah, he got a 12, though. All right, congratulations. You start 2 encounters as you slam the door open, and the barracks at the very top seem to open, or without the door being there. Both groups of creatures come out. In the office, the first thing that comes to attention is what looks to be a very well-dressed and well-military decorated vampire captain, as it's pretty clear from his extremely pale look. Also, a skeleton that was laying next to his desk seems to stand up immediately and ready itself. However, as Sieko goes charging through that door, at the same time from the far northern portion of the dungeon, that little barrack area, comes out one little kobold vampire with its long fangs, and it's spitting out little venom, and a just normal human with fangs that looks a little more colored altogether. What was your question?
Surprise round?
I will give you the surprise round on the vampire captain, but not on the kobolds. So go ahead and roll it up, because for your attacks on the vampiric captain, and Sieko will get one on the skeleton.
Now,
Like a free play?
It will be free. I'm going to start, though, with Tickdrick first. So Tickdrick,
Okay.
You get your surprise round.
How far away?
He is within 5 feet of you after digging through that wall, as he just
Right.
kind of staring at you as you come through the wall.
Sorry about your wall.
He starts speaking in Undercommon.
I don't understand that language. I'm gonna stab
He readies his knife.
All right, first swing.
Okay.
That's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have sneak attack sad. Oh well.
That'll be a 9 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I will hit him again, or try to. That is a 15.
That does not hit.
Darn.
I see.
Yep.
Bonus action, I'm dashing away from this man.
All
He's
right.
back in the hole he made. Gone.
Yep. Back out the hole that came out. I'm gonna. I've got 70 feet. Where's a good place to go here?
You could leave. You could go all the way back up to the church.
I could.
or you could just back up into that little hallway beside the little dining area,
Um.
or card room.
Yeah,
I
I'll
guess.
go down into that bottom hallway where
Okay.
the stairs are.
All right, as you run all the way back, you see as the vampire continues to just sit there and stare down the stairway, and he kind of waves at you.
Nice
Hey.
life.
All right,
It's still
Sieko.
there.
Yeah, Sieko, you get your surprise round. Well, first, Tick, you have nothing else you can do.
Nope, that's everything.
Sieko, you are within 5 feet of the skeleton.
Awesome. 28 to hit.
You know, surprising, the skeleton breaks out adamantine armor and just leaves. But yeah,
You know,
that
I don't
hits.
think the Avatar would save me. His AC would only go to like 18.
I know. He's
All right. Well, obviously I cast Magic Fist.
naturally.
That's 11 bludgeoning.
Yep. The skeleton continues to stay standing.
That is
Barely.
15 force.
It completely drops as the wind just completely obliterates its bones to dust.
Oh, that's the only thing I got a surprise round on.
Yep. However, the kobold and humanoid get their surprise round on coming up behind poor Sieko. And the kobold goes first. And he is going to try and bite Sieko's thigh. And fail.
Dude, I don't even feel it. He goes for he hits the greave on my legs.
As he bites down and it kind of like nothing happens, the metallic sound, kind of the dinging of his teeth, he kind of opens his mouth up again and goes for another bite down. 25, this time
That hits.
piercing through, and doing a 6 points of piercing damage, non-magical, and an extra bare minimum damage here. 3 necrotic damage as you feel this strangeness kind of pulsing through your body, almost like a venom.
Barely feeling, I slowly turn my head and stare at him because I'm way taller than him.
But his face is like wrapped around your leg right now with his teeth sunk in. But the humanoid seeing this, who also gets his surprise round, looks a little concerned at this sight. Thankfully, due to pack tactics, he is going to not have to worry about being turned incapacitated. And he is going to get his advantage on you for the pack tactics. Plus, he's also flanking you. So he is going to go ahead and take his multi-attack by... I'm just double-checking to see. Just smacking you with his hands. He just starts backhanding you left and right. And fails miserably as he starts to hurt his hand. That's his first one, and his second, 24 hits.
Yep.
Okay, you take 5.
Oh man.
Man, what is this damage? I can almost kill Tick, but Sieko's getting the bare minimum left and right.
I take 2 bludgeoning.
It's not going to try and grapple you as it looks a little concerned as it pulls its hand
I mean,
back and kind of rubs
I was
it and
saying,
flexes its
How
fingers.
tall is he? How tall is he?
He is 6 feet tall.
Oh, he's not tall enough to try and grapple all this.
No, he is not. That is the end of the surprise round. So the kobold goes first, as he has the highest initiative of the group, and is going to, not really realizing what just happened, is going to go for its third bite on Sieko's leg.
Just getting
Nibbled on. Yeah, a 25 hit.
Yeah.
You take 5 points of piercing damage.
oh man.
And another 3 points of necrotic. Man, can I roll
Damn,
anything
yeah.
other than a 1? Alright.
Liam, I want to make something clear from someone. I'm not missing a fourth of my health yet.
I know. That's all. It's not gonna move, so it's gonna take a second bite. Its teeth don't do it.
No.
That is the
I
end
think
of
his
its.
jaw's getting tired.
Yeah, that's the end of its turn. Tick, you're up.
I like to imagine it's like those, when there's a really big monster and it lifts its leg and there's this tiny little thing holding on with its teeth. And I'm just like, really?
It's growling,
Alright.
you know.
Can I
Just
look?
Mm-hmm.
Can I look through the hole I made to see if the general's?
Yeah, the captain seems to still be kind of standing there staring at you.
I'll wave as I run. Bonus action dash up to Sieko and stab this kobold.
Oh, okay, as you run through the hallway, alright, go ahead and charge and see if you can hit this poor Chihuahua kobold.
Flanking correct?
Yes. Yes. What? It'd be normal
He's
because
in-
of the fact that you would be slightly flanked by the vampire. So I'll say it's a normal attack, no advantage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the 21 to hit.
That hits. Kobold, you notice, is not wearing any armor, nor does he have any weapons. He's just got his teeth.
All right. He takes. That was a crappy sneak attack roll. 21.
And he's dead.
He's dead.
As you just feel, Sieka, you just feel the teeth kind of loosen up and kind of slide down your leg.
How much movement did I use to get over here?
10 feet.
Okay. Do I have to move to get to the humanoid?
No, he is standing right beside the kobold.
Oh,
So-
okay. Well, the dead kobold.
Now you get advantage.
Is he
Now
is he
advantage.
flanked now? Yeah.
Yeah, he's now flanked. The corpse, unfortunately, does not count to his
It's a
aid.
26 to
That
hit.
hits.
Okay. He takes 7 piercing damage.
He doesn't even seem phased as you stab into him.
All right. I will then retreat and go.
If you stay, I'll have advantage, and it's one enemy left.
That's true. Are you up next? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll give Sieko the advantage.
I don't know if I'm next. I rolled really bad initiative, so he probably is.
You did, but you are not last.
Excellent.
The vampire, having been stabbed by you, is kind of looking at you while the knife being pulled out. Pulls back his pimp hand.
Oh no.
And does a 22 hit?
Yes.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
max damage when it's not
Max damage.
Yep. And he's going
Uh,
to continue to come back at it, yes?
Oh, uncanny dodge that to reduce that to 6.
Okay. Alright. So as you kind of manage to just take the impact and slide your face with it, it
Gracefully.
takes away the sting slightly. And 13 as he goes to
That does not
try.
hit.
You realize his follow-up hand, not very strong.
Let's get a good right.
Yeah. And as he hasn't moved, he's also going to still, yet again, backhand Ticktrick for another
Yeah.
round. 20!
With the
That-
scroll.
That hits me.
That's another 9 bludgeoning
Right,
damage.
9.
And then for his last, as it is a multi-attack, 25 to hit as he
That
follows
also
through.
hits me.
For another 10 bludgeoning damage, as
damn.
he just continues to smack the shit out of Ticktrick.
Nico, why do you want me to stay here?
You'll see.
However, that's the end of his turn, and he is very enveloped in Ticktrick. Sieko, you are up.
As a free action, I tap him on the shoulder,
Oh,
and then I'm just gonna go for my advantage swings and block him.
okay. We are completely forgetting about the vampire captain, but that's okay.
29.
29
29?
hits, yeah.
Yep, magic fist. Yep. 8 magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
16 force, and I do want to make this punch like the moment he goes to turn to me, I just hit him in the cheek to go back the other way again.
Kind of takes the hit as it slams, and you feel he kind of pulls his face back. He takes the hit without any issue and just stares at you.
Oh, he's gonna take it again.
He is ready for a fist fight.
That's gonna be a bit short-lived.
21.
That hits.
All right, get that magic fist going, but I'm gonna smite this time.
Ooh. Okay.
8 bludgeoning, 14 force, and 2d8. He is a vampire, right?
Correct.
Making sure he's actually an undead and doesn't just look like one.
I mean, so far he's been beating the hell out of Ticktrick to the point where you think he's probably most humans could not do that with just their hands.
I'll say I'm making sure because I get bonus damage on undead.
He is considered undead. Yes.
12 radiant.
Okay. Surprisingly, he is not actually weak to radiant, so he just takes that normal damage.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not moving. He gets more hits.
All right. As you just start punching one after another, that hits.
24. I'm gonna fire fist this one.
Okay.
12 fire damage.
All right.
Along with 11 bludgeoning.
Okay. He as the fist hits him once again, you leave an imprint of your fingers on his face from the fire burns. He kind of spits out a little bit of blackened blood onto Tickdrick and just kind of looks at you and in undercommon whispers, "Is that all you got?"
Not knowing what I said, I'll assume it's an insult.
20 hits.
It's 11 bludgeoning,
Okay.
and that's 16 fire.
Yet again, that slam as the blood leaking down. He's starting to look a little bit more weird, like kind of tilting from side to side slightly, but he's still standing.
I want to give him a full-bodied roar after my last hit.
All right, go ahead and give me an
Bonus
intimidation check.
20.
He now has disadvantage against you, as he looks a little frightened and a little dazed.
I grin and just say, run.
He'll have his reaction. All right, that is the end of your turn, Sieko?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Action? Nothing?
Hmm?
Bonus action? Nothing?
I don't... I could shield the face.
Hey, good, but it's up to you.
I'll shield the face.
Okay. Giving you, what, a +5?
+2.
+2.
Wish was a +5.
Permanent +2 to my armor, yeah.
Okay. The vampire captain kind of straightens up his back and starts to crack his knuckles and pulls out, or his hands start to glow, kind of a darkish black and brownish mixture, as this like heavy arcane miasma almost kind of erupts, covers his hands, and he uses his movement to move the extra 10 feet over and taps Sieko on the side of the shoulder and immediately swings to do no damage. His hand just kind of bounces off Sieko's head.
No, his hand hits my fist, I don't budge.
He kind of holds back and gets ready to swing for another one. 21 doesn't hit.
You know, it did hit before I cast Shield of Faith.
Welcome.
No, it doesn't.
He just kind of
It
looks at
hits
his
that golden
hand.
shield and just bounces off.
Yeah, looks at his hand and just kind of looks at you and confused and just kind of pats you on the shoulder, wipes off some dust, and lets go, you know? That is the end of his turn. Back to the top of the order. Tickdrick, congrats, you're up.
I'm in
And you're
pain.
flanking. Get that sneak attack.
I'm
Yeah,
in pain first.
you are in pain.
I'm in pain. What's
What's your plan?
my plan? Yes, that. First, let's do the superior hero potion real quick.
Okay.
This bonus action. So that's 8d4 plus 8. That's pretty good.
Not bad.
30
Okay.
in total. That's pretty good, actually.
As you drink the potion, this light blue light kind of glows throughout you, and suddenly you feel a little better. The bitch slapping doesn't hurt as much.
Thank goodness. All right, let's stab this man.
Okay.
Advantage because flanking. That is a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, that was almost like great. I've been happy. Sneak attack on this, so that is another crappy roll. 23 damage.
Okay.
Still standing.
He's still standing, not even looking at you. He's still staring at Sieko with the nice imprint of Sieko's fist on his cheek.
I will say, it's not a fist, it's the brass knuckle imprint.
That's true.
All right, we'll stab him again. That is a 25 to hit that
That
time.
hits.
Okay, that'll be minimum damage, 6 piercing damage.
You do just enough as you slash into him,
Hey.
and you watch as his body finally just gives up. He's still he kind of still holding on to you, Tickdrick, as he drops and his grip loosens, and he just continues as he falls to the ground, glaring at Sieko as he dies.
That's my turn.
Okay, Sieko, good news. You're up. And the only thing left is the vampire captain who's standing behind you, who just tried to smack you around and did not work out.
I slowly turn around and at my full height.
He just kind of looks up and it prepares himself.
Give you one shot to surrender.
It does not.
You can take it if you
respond.
want.
It doesn't respond.
No. All right. I gave you a shot, and I will go for my swings.
Okay.
27.
27 hits. Yeah.
Out. All right. Out. There's 11 magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
And 19 fire.
It is going to use its reaction to use Uncanny Dodge.
He's a rogue.
Yep. So 8 and 5.
That was a double max damage roll, by the way.
I know. That's why he used his reaction as you slammed
worry.
into him.
Don't worry, we're gonna keep it going.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
That's a 13. That probably doesn't hit.
That does not hit as you go to punch him. It seems to bounce off. He's getting confident.
29.
That hits.
He's lost his confidence.
He has lost his
11?
confidence. That yeah.
11 bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
15 fire.
As your fist yet again imprints itself on his face, he just, the nose kind of smoldering and shoving it, he just glares at you defiantly.
Then 27.
Yeah, no, that hits.
8 bludgeoning
Okay.
and 19 fire.
You watch as the second punch goes right through the skull of the vampire captain.
Oh, we needed that.
The skull generally is intact, but there's a big hole in the center. As you watch as it drops to the ground. God damn it. You manage to find, let me see, okay. A polymorph spell scroll
Oh.
that drops from him. And the kobold you find was carrying another potion of healing as well as 700 copper pieces.
You want to take that there?
Yeah, I'll slot in the 700 copper.
You can take the healing potion as well. I'm good.
The normal healing potion? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Why not?
You watch, or Sieko, you feel as the vines or the things that were causing the ground to move, the roots start to move in even more. The entire building seems to somewhat shake, but not to the visible eye.
So,
Well, we don't have much more to explore. So,
True.
right or forward?
let's go right.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Stealth again, or we do not care at this point?
We don't care at this point.
Immediately as you open the door, go ahead and roll initiative as the 2 kobold spawns, and the priest will get a surprise
Oh my
round on you
God.
lot. Wow.
Now, DM, would they? Because I'd feel their tremors before we even entered.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. As the kobold being the first one up, immediately as Sieko turns and opens that door, he is going to try and bite the ankles of Sieko.
The good news, with my size, I'm blocking the door so they can't stab Tick Drake.
Yes, and he gets advantage on all of his rolls because there is another kobold standing right beside him. That's a 16 to hit. He does not. Actually, wait, hold on.
No.
They have to roll a 20 to hit you, so let's see if we can with his second one. No, 13. Pack tactics, great. Not helpful here. And the kobold kind of, like, as his teeth kind of bounce off your boot, the sides of your boots twice, he kind of looks up at you, licks his lips, and looks a little concerned suddenly. As he realizes he may have bitten more than he can chew. Sieko, you are up.
This kobold's getting this.
There's 2 kobolds standing there. The other one just seems to look concerned as he looks from his friend up to you and then back.
28 to hit the one that tried to bite me.
Yeah, that hits.
Wow. 8 bludgeoning.
Okay.
18 force.
Mm-hmm.
Still alive?
Yeah, he takes the hit as you just kind of look down and deck him straight into the face, and he bounces off the ground and is kind of standing and wobbling back and forth.
Yeah, I imagine how short he is. I'm clocking him on top of the head, like a down punch.
That's why his face bounced into the ground.
Well, it's a nat 1, but I'm immune to crits, so I can just ignore that.
True, but you should still roll just to see if you fail.
Just to see if I would.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a 9.
Okay. Well, you never know.
Does 11 hit?
No.
Aw.
An
20.
18 does hit. Yeah. No. Mm-hmm.
Yep. 11 bludgeoning.
Okay. The as you slam into it, the imprint of oh fuck! As you slam into it, the brass knuckle imprint is now on the top of his head, kind of denting his skull. And as the wind comes up behind your fist, it just slams his head further into the ground, and he just makes an impact and does not move.
I'd like to look at them because I have 1 swing left. You want to give up?
The kobold seems to wee itself in fear as a little puddle of urine seems to appear.
If you kneel, you can live. Well,
It
live
starts
as much as
gibbering in Undercommon.
he didn't kneel, did he?
Nope.
If he didn't kneel, he gets it.
The kobold just continues to gibber.
All right.
Poor guy.
18.
18 hits.
11 bludgeoning.
Uh-huh.
12 force.
As you slam his head, he bounces like a basketball, but he gets back up and he puts his hands up as if he's ready to go around. He's kind of wobbling back and forth, but he's ready.
I will step in just enough that when it's Ticktrick's turn.
Do that.
Okay, so you're gonna take a step back. Okay.
Well, no, a step.
Oh, step in so he can go into the room. Okay.
Yeah, not enough that the kobold gets an opportunity attack on me, but enough that he has like a 5-foot access.
Okay. All right. As you kind of walk into the room, kind of stepping to the side, letting Ticktrick kind of be able to shove through if he needs to. The second kobold raises its hands, and it goes to bite your foot with a 19.
No.
And for its second chomp, it tries so hard.
It's nibbling on, and I don't wear shoes, but it's just nibbling on my
You
scales.
watch as it kind of like taps it with its hand, and you hear the metal dinging, and it looks up at you, like just so confused, like what the fuck?
Tears rolling down his eyes.
As he looks up, realizing he's fucked up, Ticktrick, you're up.
Little does he know the bug is about to stab in his face.
Mm-hmm. You would be as you step into the doorway, you would have flanking.
I'm sorry, little kobold. Your time is now. It's a 27.
That hits.
Okay.
I feel bad. He doesn't deserve. He's so
Wow,
weak.
you're really lucky I rolled really shit. That's 14
Yeah.
damage.
You watch as you stab the poor kobold, just falls like as your blade falls out of it.
Oh, okay.
The priestess, who's just been standing here watching this the entire time, looks very scared and concerned.
Hello. I'll wave.
She looks up and goes, "Hi."
The moment she speaks, I snap my head towards her very quickly and start glaring.
She just
Are
kind of
you-
looks at you and goes, "Comprehend languages. It's a real helpful thing to have." I
You have
realized
this
it after you
offer.
beat the kobold to death.
You have the same offer to kneel.
I didn't understand what you were saying at the time. What?
You have the same offer to kneel and not die.
She looks at you and goes, "I got a counter offer. I'm just gonna leave. Y'all
prisoner?
have fun." No, not in the slightest. I was those were my pets. I was working on them to see if I could make them dragons.
I'll run up to her and stab her.
All right, Victor.
I would say I also want to fly forward for a punch.
You guys are still in initiative.
It's still my turn. I
Yep.
didn't end. yet.
Correct.
Get him, Ticktrick.
I've got another swing to reckon with you. That's a 17.
That hits.
Hiya! 6 piercing damage.
As you stab into her, she just looks down at the wound, looks Sticktrick in the eyes, and just kind of goes, "Really?
You said they were yours, so...
Yes! They are mindless! Do you understand that those creatures are barely intelligent? You know what happens to a kobold when you turn into a vampire? It turns into an animal.
Yeah, we're
Was
hard
the hole really necessary? You know how long that's gonna take to heal me?
Even an animal should understand when a predator is in.
Yeah.
It
yeah, kinda
did,
what you
and it
said.
was backed into a corner. She kind of waves her hand about and goes, "Do you think it could have escaped?"
It could have. It
If
could
it left, I wouldn't have cared.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Is that the end of your turn, Tick Trick?
Yeah.
Alright, it is her turn. She casts Stepping into the Mist and disappears.
Reaction stabber.
She has to see where she's going. Where's she at?
Stepping into the Mist, I believe, does not require the sight. It requires you to know where you are going. Let me look. Stepping into the mist. Briefly surrounded by so you teleport to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Shit,
Yes.
it is not.
I'm gonna see where she at. She
You're
can't
right.
see behind the door.
As that was the DM error, she is going to actually cast Dimension Door underneath her and fall through the hole. You do get a reaction to stab, Tick Trick.
Stab time.
Damn.
However, it will not
Correct,
stop
it's
her from
fine.
falling through unless you kill her. 26
hit.
hits?
Now, since it's not my turn, I still get sting attack, right?
No, she can fully see you.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but since
I
she's
forgot.
falling and he has an incline, is that not advantage?
I'll give it to you. Why not?
All right.
Roll again for the nat 20.
I didn't get it. Okay.
Oh. Either way, sneak attack.
Yeah.
There.
You know, let's do the.
Death.
No, never mind. All right, that'll be 25
Okay.
damage.
As you stab into her, at the last second, you watch as she coughs up blood falling through. And the last thing you hear in common is, "I will remember this."
You don't even know who I am.
Fuck! And then the door closes.
That's a fair response.
As you lot kind of look around the room, you manage, let's see, to pull up. What the hell? Did it not? There we go. Let me roll properly. Let me roll. There we go. A potion of heroism, a spell scroll with Steel Wind Strike, or you can, if the spell isn't available, you can use for any other thing. It's a 5th level spell scroll, and that's it.
Damn, it's 5th level though.
Yeah, the spell scroll had specifically Steel Wind Strike. If you want to add that, Justin. Don't know if it matters to you or not.
Yeah, I can do them.
All right. As the room falls silent again, minus the kind of embers and every once in a while crackling of the wood from the forge in this room, you look around and you find nothing else. No journals, no information. There is a strange note with written in Undercommon, but as neither of you can read it, nothing kind of makes sense to it. Huh?
I burn it.
Okay. As you toss it into the fire, it just burns up.
Yep. Grumpy, you can have the 5th level scroll if I can take the heroism potion.
Sure, man. I'll take it.
Okay.
Can I tap the wall where the fireplace is to see if I can try and tell what's on the other side of it? Or listen to see if I can hear
Yeah, give me a perception check. Or investigation, rather.
investigation? All right.
Mhm.
I say 26.
With a 26, you don't hear anything on the other side, but you can tell the other side of this furnace is hollow.
I would like to tap my foot so I get the 60 feet of tremor sense.
Okay. As you do so, you sense that there's a very large creature coming from that top left room that seems to be moving about. And that's when you realize it's attached to whatever the things are that are moving in the walls that feel like roots. Nothing else other than Tick Trick pings on your Oz movement or creatures.
Well, other than the one thing that's moving
Yes.
in that.
Yes.
I'll tap Tick Trick. I'll just point in that direction. And I'll start walking that way.
All right.
Okay. As you start heading over there, you hear the noise of rustling leaves getting louder and louder. Something heavy also seems to be slightly bouncing on the other side of this doorway. As you lot take a second to look around the little barracks area, as well as the little kitchen style area that you walk into, nothing catches you. Nothing really catches your attention, minus unless you need a bedroll. In which case you can both take a bedroll. If you already have a bedroll, you wouldn't need these because these are poor quality. As you notice, they're made out of some sort of hide of a small animal, just kind of sewn together. But as you stand in front of this last doorway, you can hear something large on the other side.
Left or right? Which room?
Left side, top left.
Left side.
I believe.
You mean I'll message to Seiko. Want me to go through the wall? You go through the door.
No, hold on. I believe because of tremor sense, with how it works and how it vibrates up people, I get a rough shape.
It's round with a something kind of like a solid and cylindrical like sticking out of the top of it.
Grumpy, do you want to go through the wall near us, or do you want to go through the wall from the office, so we get two different directions?
I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's Moldarth is cantrip, correct?
I'm digging through the wall.
Oh,
Just
you're just
digging.
gonna dig. Okay. After a few seconds, you come through that door or that wall, and as the doorway opens, a massive, rather huge creature in the shape of a pumpkin suddenly starts to kind of come to life as it you hear it moving about and rustling. It kind of stands on its up and looks over at you lot. And roll initiative as it begins.
Let's see, can I get one good roll? That's still a 12.
I got a decent roll.
Ouch.
I got initiative to you, and you have a +4.
I do have a +4.
That's rough. I'm just trying to see if I can find the image the person used for this monster because it's amazing. But I don't think the image doesn't load. No, that
In DM,
sucks.
as I'm coming in, I am going to down the potion of heroism.
Okay. Not a problem. Alright, as you start chugging the potion, the Pumpkin King begins to move, and its vines start to come out of all the walls. It is going to immediately send one of its vines to slam into Tickdrick as he dared to come to its side. That is a 30 to hit.
Fuck. That hits me.
Yeah. That is max damage too. Almost. Oh god. That is
Owie.
19 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams its
I'm gonna have that.
you're gonna it's fair.
Under- To be honest.
Understandable.
And then it's going to use another vine and it is going to slam out at Sieko. 26, just hitting your AC. That is
Come on. Why you gonna hit me? Please.
Points of bludgeoning damage. Happy Halloween. Woo. And
Yeah, are you looking at the right sheet? My armor's 22.
I thought with the
It's at 22.
Oh, it's +2. I keep
It's a
thinking
+2.
+5.
No, you're thinking of shield. You're thinking of
Yeah.
reaction for wizards.
My bad. As it slams itself into, and it still gets one more round of combat. As it can't move. And it,
Also, DM,
yes.
that first hit where it hit me with the 5, it just hit this little wall. The blue wall from heroism didn't really hit me.
Oh, fair.
Oh,
As it takes its second hit at Tickdrick with a 16, missing.
Misses.
And takes its fourth and final hit against Sieko and misses yet again.
misses.
As the thing seems to, as you manage to just kind of parry it off with your shield, Tickdrick managing to dodge out of the way as the thing comes shooting through the hole. That is the end of its turn. Sieko, what would you like to do?
Are we flanking? Because of Tick Trick on the
Yes,
side.
technically you are flanking. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
22.
22 does hit.
Awesome. Magic fist time. 8 bludgeoning,
Yeah, okay.
12 fire.
Does it have... you said bludgeoning, correct?
Yeah,
The
magic
first
bludgeoning.
one, okay. And then 12 fire. Okay, so that is 6. As you notice, the fire seems to be absorbed into the pumpkin.
And smite damage.
Ooh.
20 damage for smite.
Okay. As you slam into it, the creature continues to not even be phased as you don't even bruise its outer husk. I'm clean. Caleb is here for the final fight. He is cleaning. He wanted you to let you guys know, and that's why he's here.
Beautiful.
As the Grand Pumpkin continues to stand, 28 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage as you just start slugging it out, beating on this poor pumpkin.
8 bludgeoning, 18 force.
Okay, bludgeoning, 18 force. Okay.
Swing 3
As-
and 4.
Yeah, as your fist slams into it with the wind, yes, that hits. With a gust pushing it back against the wall, it seems to kind of bounce off slightly, and you hear the sounds of something inside move and wiggle. 9 points of bludgeoning. Okay.
12 force this time.
Okay.
And 4th swing.
For casting fist.
28 casting
28
fist.
hits. Fucking man can't hit low at all. 8, alright.
14 force.
Alright, as you slam into this creature, one punch after another, pommeling into it, you hear something inside it keeps jiggling. Something is in there that's causing this pumpkin to be aggravated as you slam into it, leaving a nice little bruise, but no dent or hole.
I'm going to roar at it. Keep my roars going.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
For intimidation. It's a bad roll. It's an 11.
Good news, you realize it's not phased in the slightest, as it's immune to intimidation.
Oh, I don't care. I just want to roar at it.
Okay, as you roar, the creature just seems to kind of not react.
I'm going to eat you.
It speaks back in common, not if I eat you first.
Well, you haven't bruised me yet, so you're not doing a good job.
Ticktrick, you are up. Sounds like Bear.
No. Now, is there any like access to the inside of this pumpkin that I can see?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. That's an 11.
No. It seems
No.
pretty solid all around from what you can see.
It's a solid
It's
pumpkin.
got a pretty hefty stem. It seems to be pretty ingrained into the walls, as you can see. You also do note it seems to have a resistance to fire, as it seemed to suck some of the fire away from the Sieko's magical fist spell.
The Echo picked it on punch one, so I started force punching it.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. Let me check something. All right. Let's get a little crazy in here. Let's see what this does to it. I'm within 5 feet of it, correct?
Yes,
Breaking through the wall?
correct.
Okay.
Big pumpkin.
I'm going to
Yes, it is.
Poison Claw attack him.
Okay. Let's see what you can do.
That'll be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, so it needs to make a con save.
Oh, I've got unfortunate news for you. That's a 31.
Oh my god.
All right. Nothing happens.
Yeah, as you go to punch into it, it doesn't even seem to react as it continues to, as it's fighting with Sieko, slamming into it with its vines left and right.
I thought that might happen. All right.
I'll say I did pick up its con heavy because of how little it was reacting to my punches.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
Tick.
I'll start with my normal dagger then.
Okay.
Fuck.
You start trying to poke through the hole at the pumpkin, as it's big enough to where it kind of holds. You can pretty much stab it from anywhere.
That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That will be 20 damage.
Okay, and what kind of damage?
Piercing magical.
Okay.
Actually, that'll be 7 piercing magical and 13 necrotic.
Okay. No, as it seems to take, as you stab into it, you watch as the necrotic magic from the dagger seems to kind of spread out, but the pumpkin seems to not really pay attention, but you have managed to bruise it and pierce into it slightly.
It seemed like it did better, worse, same.
Didn't seem to, it didn't react to you in any way.
Okay.
Mhm.
Seiko, you got this, right? You got this.
I got you can leave the room if you don't want to get slapped. Trust me, I've been
I don't
thinking
want
about that.
Bonus action dash or fuck it away.
You want to back
Okay.
off, that's fine.
As you do, it's going to use its mythic action in between at the end of your turn and fully heal its HP all the way back up to top.
Rude.
Oh god, I just damn near killed it. Give me a second. Hit the red damage, not heal. There we go. As it heals up, and that is its only mythic action it can use.
That was very rude of it to do.
Yeah.
I will move. You know what? What's in that big? That's within that little closet in the top area over there. I'll dig through the wall into there.
You want to casually run and look in that room?
I'll dig through the wall.
Where
into
the
there.
beds are?
left room to the top one that's sectioned off of the door.
The very top left tiny
Very
room.
top left.
Yes, that's where you're fighting currently.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. That's why you dug into through the office.
I see.
Mm-hmm. If you want to go back into there, you're welcome to. You'll be underneath the pumpkin, though.
Wouldn't that be intriguing?
Well, you see, it'd be hard for it to hit me there. No.
No, it wouldn't.
Um,
His vine just spread through the floor.
Yeah. I will move out of the room and into the office.
Okay, so you're gonna stay into go back into the office. Okay. All right. And is that the end of your turn, Tickdrick?
Mm-hmm.
As you retreat back, the Pumpkin King does not even seem to even notice you, and is immediately going to start spewing out little orange gourds out of its mouth at Sieko. That is a 27 to hit, Sieko.
Yeah.
You take 33 points of bludgeoning damage as it shoots out these little like orange gourds at you that seem to just smash into you and explode on impact. However, as it's not moving, that's all. It gets one more, and it's going to take a second shot at you with another 27 to hit. Come on. And 31 points of more bludgeoning damage as it spits another gourd that seems to pop and explode all over you. Alright, and that is the end of its turn. Sieko, you are up.
I'm gonna beat him.
Payback time?
I'm gonna beat him.
Okay.
Beat 'em up.
Sadly, I lose my match. 27,
27 hits.
9 bludgeoning,
Okay.
19 force.
Okay.
All right. 23,
23 hits. Go ahead and roll up your damage.
10 bludgeoning,
Jesus.
15 force.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep going. I don't think it's hits.
It's just, yeah, your 16 does not hit. Nope.
No. What about 19?
19 does.
Okay. 9 bludgeoning,
Okay. Surprisingly, pumpkins don't have a lot of AC. 13
13
force. Alright. As you just
But the
continue
last
wailing
one-
at it. Yep, let's go ahead and let's see what you got.
last one's a smite.
Why
A
not?
little add of 17 smite damage.
Okay. As you just start beating, punching into the Pumpkin King, slamming into it left and right, you start to see slight little dents in its outer shell or outer husk, as the creature seems to not really be aware of it and continues to stay on focus with you as vines continue to come flying out you left and right.
All right. It's in my turn.
It's Tickdrick, you are up.
Let's get right back in there.
All right, you're gonna charge back into the room.
Yep. Right back to where I was, same
Mhm.
spot.
And you have mobile, so you don't get the attack of opportunity on you.
I'm entering his range. It doesn't.
I know what I said.
Sieko, you looking good?
I'm at. I have over half health.
Okay. All right. Let's smack this guy around a little bit.
Okay, Stabby has asked for more damage, so I will be doubling the damage output of the Pumpkin King.
What?
now.
No.
Kidding.
Wait.
Hold on, hold on.
That's not how this
Hold-
works.
Suddenly a
hold
knife comes carving into the creature, and it suddenly gets stronger.
up. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay, so that'll be 21 piercing magical.
Okay. As you slice into the creature. Oh,
I
there
like
you go.
try and carve a pumpkin carving into him.
You carve like a little eye, and then start working your way down to a mouth and another little eye.
Yeah, I got another swing. So
Go
let's go
ahead.
again.
Yeah.
That'll be a 27 to hit
That hits.
and 9 piercing.
Okay. Yeah, as you start carving it, you see inside of it seems to be a glowing sword of sorts that seems to keep changing shape from a great sword all the way down to a small dagger, but seems to continue to glow and rattle around within the Pumpkin King as you look in the hole you've sliced.
All right, can I move around to anywhere that is the less vines? I'm
You have
still
tremor
around
sense,
that.
right?
No, I don't.
I have tremor sense. He has blind sight.
I have blind sight.
Oh, well, I can say Sieko would have fully known that this entire place is covered in roots and vines.
Oh, great.
Yeah, if this Pumpkin King really wants to, it can attack you pretty much anywhere you are in this building.
Alright, I'll just stay behind it.
Okay. As that is the end of your turn, the Pumpkin King goes back up, and it is out of course to shoot Sieko, so it's back to beating him with its vines. Fucking 16 does not hit as it goes kind of bouncing away. 22 is right on the AC, missing as it slams into you, or it slams into your shield and bounces off you, Sieko.
Yep.
It gets two. Can I get a hit? As it continues, as you're starting to learn its attack patterns, a simple plant, you manage to start blocking every attack, shoving its vines to the side and its roots as it comes out of nowhere. It's becoming predictable and easy to deal with. That is the end of its turn. It can't do anything else. Sieko, you are up, buddy. It's gonna hurt.
With advantage on all swings. Let's get it.
Yep.
22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
8 bludgeoning. 12 force.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
But I do have a D4 because of the potion.
Fair.
18 to hit.
That hits.
Beautiful. Yeah, forgot about that one I missed earlier.
Yeah, that's fair.
9 bludgeoning and 16 force.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
8 bludgeoning. 16 force.
Breaking pumpkin pie.
And that's another 25 to hit. So
Yeah.
8 bludgeoning
Uh-huh.
and 18 force.
As you just pummel into this creature left and right, you finally, on your last punch, manage to make it through the creature as it drops completely. It stops moving as you see it. The light inside of it seems to go out and it stops moving altogether. You have survived the pumpkin.
I'm taking whatever
King.
that thing in the middle is.
Yeah.
Give me a minute to pull it up for you for the item.
I'll give you some talk while you do it. Sieko starts to rip with his other hand, dropping the shield, just slowly ripping the pumpkin open. Very angry at this creature who thought it could hurt him.
Let me see if I can
Pumpkin.
find.
If you wouldn't have killed it then, I was gonna reach in and grab it.
That's fair.
That's fair. And you will get XP at the end of this, don't worry.
Yeah.
Let's see. The DM really has to go to the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back, and then we'll be giving you guys rewards while you take a second to reflect on all that you've done.
That wasn't too. That was nice.
I'm still at 50 out of 84 health.
I'm at 50 health too. But I used
Grumpy.
2 potions.
I didn't heal through that entire
I know you did.
I am only missing 34 health.
Yeah, bro.
My resistance is no joke, my guy.
Yeah. How many heads do we got, you know?
How many heads? We've killed a lot of shit. Let's see. We killed the Pumpkin King. We killed 3 kobold spawn.
The head guy, the pirate dude,
The general, yeah, that's 5.
the skeleton skull, I don't know if that counts, but
It's still a head, that's 6. We killed 3 vampires, so that's
more
9.
than that.
Well, we killed the 3 in
No.
the first group.
No, I
this
killed 2 of
group.
them.
We killed 2 in that first group, that's 11. Is that everything we
Think
killed?
that's it? I think so. And the dude that took a fuck ton of damage.
What
I
did?
said bring in more. Bring on more.
Oh, yeah.
That's 12.
We killed 12 things. So we will get 12 is 1,200, but we get an initial 1,000, so that's 2,200 plus
It's
the
totally not perfect timing as my package is showing up. Let me pull up the item that you all find. Actually,
while you were-
I need you to give me a roll. What's up?
We did the math of how many things we killed.
No, I have the list. Don't worry. I have all the encounters. I
We were-
need a 1d4 roll real quick.
Okay. It's a 1.
No, not this time, Caleb. This creature had something specifically in it powering it. Okay. You'll find the pumpkin king longsword inside of it. As the dagger seems to transform as you grab hold of it, Sieko, it seems to transform in your hands to this longsword. Tigdrick, who can actually see it, you watch as it kind of envelops with the fire that you both sense as the magic from earlier that Sieko had cast on it, and it seems to kind of grow into a longer sword, and then finishes out. And it said on the sword, in Undercommon, it reads "Slayer of the Pumpkin King."
I'm just happy it became a strength-based weapon.
Yep. And it is in my collection, so you can now go and add it. Here, I'll put it in the group, in the chat.
Not gonna lie, hoping it'd be a dagger for Grumpy, but
it did have a chance to become a dagger.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I saw the dagger form. I was really hoping.
Mhm.
Or if you know, like, what were the other two options?
I saw there was a great sword that it shifted into.
It could be a great sword, or it was going to be a bow.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. All right. As you lot pick up the sword, grabbing everything, let me give you the. I'll give the total XP at the end of this. As you lot begin cleaning up, cutting up bits and pieces of the pumpkin to bring back to show as proof, as well as the sword as you find a scabbard for it, you lot go about collecting the heads of those who have been slain, as now you have the full time. The vampire that was standing up, or is still sitting upstairs as you lot exit the church, promises to Sieko that he will forever be in his service, and hands him a little card with his name on it.
What was the name of that guy that was in the cell, by the way?
Give me a minute. I have to look it up in my lore. So he introduces himself as Bertram, who is now considered your vampire follower. The other guy, his name on the card was Azrael.
Azrael.
Yes.
Yeah, I will add Bertram card to other possessions, and I'll add a vampire in the extras thing just so I have him.
Mm-hmm. And he will follow you around / be summoned whenever you need him, as he offers. He says otherwise he will, if you let him go and he do not require him to follow you, he will set up services within your name and is more than happy to manage any investments that you have an interest in. As he
The Echo, knowing he's going to be in a lot of danger, welcomes him to go as he wishes until he's called.
Okay. He nods and suddenly turns into a bat and flies off.
Awesome.
As you lot kind of finish up collecting the heads, you head back to the city of Swindon and are rewarded as he offers you lot either gold for as he promised, or a single magical item from his personal treasury.
Echo, what do you think?
Grumpy, are we just feeling the gold?
We did gain some money from in there too.
Yeah, we get a decent amount. I mean, look, unless there's a specific item you want, then...
Yeah, I don't know what he had. Do I get a list of what he has, or is
He
it
does
gonna be
not
like
tell you
choose-
anything.
Okay.
I'm guessing you just ask for something.
Yeah.
No, I don't need any items, so...
I'll give you all the money from in there if you let me have the item.
He looks at you
Yep.
and nods, and he goes, what kind of items are you looking for? We'll give you the best I can from my collection for the work you've done.
Couple things. Maybe, there's one, I forgot the name of the dagger throwing thing. What's that called?
Oh, the Flying Dagger Bracer?
Flying dagger bracer, boots of speed, or like a ring of haste. You got any of those?
He looks about and goes, he kind of starts digging, kind of pulls out a bag of holding and starts pulling through it. You see him setting down an artifact of some sort, a couple of legendary potions that seem to glow with strange spirits in them. And as he continues going through, give me a second, I'm just looking up something real quick to see if I have this. He pulls out a simple little item called a witch's dagger. And he says, it's not much, but it's an artifact that's been passed down in my family for generations. as he kind of unsheaths it from the white leather sheath, the hilt matching it in that white leathery color, and the blade itself is shaped like a lightning bolt. And he looks at you and goes, "I can give you this, or I can give you the reward you were offered."
That looks pretty cool. What does it do?
I was say you do need a new dagger. Yeah.
I'll take it. But
He hands it to you. Let me go ahead and grab it. It is an artifact item, and that is it. If you are messaging me currently, I will respond after D&D. Don't worry. And that is what you grab. You can add that to your character sheet probably within the hour, because I just added it to my collection. Totally planned. And he kind of hands it to you and says, "And as far as the heads go, how many were you able to collect?" As he looks to Sieko.
I will show. We counted 12 heads, including the Pumpkin King. So I'll kind of lay those out, sort of grab them all.
And he goes, "And how much gold did I promise you again?" As he kind of takes a pull on his wine.
100 per head, 1,000 for the dungeon being cleared, and we did clear it. Everything's dead.
He nods and goes, "All right, 2,500 gold sounds square."
Sounds fair enough to me.
He slides the gold over and kind of looks at it and goes, "Oh, and you can keep the Pumpkin King pieces. I don't really want... To be honest, you can keep the rest of the heads. I didn't really want them. I just needed to clear the dungeon."
All right.
He kind of looks at you and goes, "So, if you wouldn't mind getting them away from my wine," as he kind of shoos you away.
Yeah, I'll relift the heads, kind of like restrap my side and walk away. Yeah.
Okay. As they're just kind of hanging on your side hip, from a different rope, similar to like what a Witcher would with a monster head or a trophy.
Yep.
As you lot head out of the tavern, you see as Bastion comes back with a very tall, 10-foot green-looking orc that looks very irritated as well as very stupid. And that is where we're ending today's session. Thank you all for watching today's stream. We appreciate you all, and I hope you all have a happy Halloween. May your upset stomachs from the amount of candy you eat be less than mine. And otherwise, have a great night, everyone. Perfect.
I will say,